What's going on, good people? It's your boy, Gaming Dad, and I'm back. I hope everything sounds good. Man, wonderful, wonderful Monday it is, good people. I'm a little, well, every time I kind of come in here last minute and try to get things rolling, I think I'm too bright. Let me see if I can turn my lights down. Hold on, give me 1 second. I gotta readjust. I forgot I was playing with my lights. Let me see if I can bring it on down a little. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Uh, uh, uh. All right, there we go. Good people, what's going on? Man, wonderful, wonderful Monday, man. The news, this Nintendo news is crazy. But before we get started, man, a couple things I want to address real quick. The first thing, man, um, you know what, man? I'm gonna give you my 9/11 story. I was substitute teaching in Michigan at at a not at a Turner school, but a charter school. I was substitute teaching, and when the news came on, they had a system where they can better cut all the TVs on at one time, and so they were able to cut on all the TVs on. We was all kind of watching this things kind of unfold when the first plane hit. Um, and so I went to panic mode because my brother works in the building right next to the World Trade Center. So my brother Miles was working there, and so immediately, the first thing you would do, you trying to call and locate your people. And so, man, I was frantically, man, trying to locate my friends and my family, and couldn't get no connection out there. Everything kept going like to a busy signal. So um, I was they sent the kids home early. I went to the crib, man, and I got to the crib, and I'm telling you, I wasn't even there no more than 10 minutes, sitting and watching on TV and watching it live like the rest of America. And then the second plane hit. It was like, oh my goodness, man! It just what? If you any kind of person had a heart, man, I was like, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I started sobbing, like crying, like, man, what the hell is going on? Um, then you know what? So once again, still at this time not knowing where my brother is, and finally, man, like I had to go to work that night. I worked at it's a grocery store, kind of like a Walmart chain up north called Myers Thrifty Acres. But most people know it as Myers. So I worked at Myers at the time, and I had a Nextel. And everybody know about a Nextel. The Nextel had a real loud speaker. Chirp chirp. You had a Nextel. You was somebody. You was somebody. Even you had a Nextel, and so I was able to go, and my brother finally called me. And I'm telling you, listen, Myers is about big as any. It's about the same size as Walmart or Target, any one of those. When my brother came across that speaker, and I said, "Hey, you know what?" I said, "My brother in New York, he just got through. My brother had to walk from New York to New Jersey, and once he got to New Jersey, he was able to get some signal, and he called me, and um, and to this day, my brother, it's been 20 something years. It's still very traumatic for him because he said when the first plane hit, it shook their building. Now he worked in the American Express building, and so they was in a meeting, right next to the windows, and so their windows didn't break or anything like that, but he was able to go to the window, and he see these people just falling to the ground. It was like thuds, like do do do. I mean, he said that sound of bodies hitting the ground said would never leave him, and I can only imagine it didn't leave me, and he just described it to me. So I just want to take this opportunity, man, just to say one, um, thank you to the greatest country in the world. I think what, even with all its flaws, America's a great country. And I'm glad that I grew up in it. And I think you got to be proud of the country in which you live, even though yes, some people out there that's evil people everywhere, no matter if it's here, no matter what country you're in. But I just want to say, hey, I love my country, I love America. Um, but I want to give praises to the people that's in blue and white, the people, the firefighters, first responders, that all somehow participated and was affected by 9/11. My hearts today still go out to you. I just pray that your lives continue to be fulfilled and become blessed. I just pray that um, I'm very just very grateful and thankful for the things that you did on that day. I was the one of the lucky ones. You know, my brother didn't pass that day. You know, he survived, but there's a lot of people who didn't. So for those who lost people, you know, once again, my heart and prayers go out to you. And as we remember this wonderful, not wonderful day, but this day in history that was tragic, I pray that we continue to be resilient and resolve, and we take we don't take days for granted. We praise every day that we have. All right, that's the first one. The second one is, man, I'm not gonna tell too much of his business, but our brother Gorilla Tactics reached out to me, and y'all keep him in his prayers, And he said he revealed to me he's not a religious person, but his mom is, and his mom right now is sick. She's also like Mendez. Mendez's dad is dealing with cancer, and he's having surgery tomorrow, and that surgery tomorrow is gonna drastically alter her life. But you know what? Our brother needs some prayer. So you get a chance, you at home tonight, man, y'all say a prayer for him and his mom, and you pray that the surgery go well. And he said he might not be in here tonight, but that's okay. If he's not, we just these are just video games, but that's his mom, so y'all get a chance, y'all say a small prayer for him and his mom. All right. Next, before I get into everything else, everybody in the chat, I'm trying to get to all y'all comments. How about them Lions, buddy? How about them Lions? I got my Detroit and my Michigan hat on today because Michigan is rolling, but they haven't played nobody, so I won't get too hype on the Michigan train yet. But them Lions on Thursday Night Football, giving your Super Bowl champs, that L. I know. Everybody would say this, but they wasn't in full strength. I mean, I don't care, man. They the Super Bowl champs. Even if they wasn't in full strength, they the Super Bowl champs. And it wasn't like that game was at Ford Field in Detroit. That game was at Arrowhead. And it was on jam-packed. And they went into hostile territory and gave them the L. So shout out to them Lions. We'll see you guys on Sunday. You play them Seahawks and get the Seahawks to business as well. All right. 12 people in the chat. Let me make sure I get everybody on here. I know I see D1. I saw Cool Breeze pop up in here. Got Cool Breeze on the scene. All right, let's see what else. Let me see. Candy. Hey, Candy. We know we be missing you, Candy. When you don't be on the stream, don't be right. Candy P in the building. Captain C, what's going on, man, with you? How you doing over there in Australia? Captain C in the building. Let's see if I can get him, if I missed anybody else. All right, I'll try my best to hurry up and get through the comments so we can talk about the goodness that has been dropping all over the place on this Nintendo Switch, boy. Oh my goodness. Okay, before I get no, I'll wait. I'm excited. It's a lot to talk about. It's a lot. All right, D1 in the building. Ah, man, that's kind of large, D1. I mean, I know I need glasses. I need to shrink this down. D1, I'm not old. I'm just young. I'm just with an older body. All right. Oh, that's tiny too. Come on. All right. Let me switch to a different screen. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Hold on, good people. Let's see. All right. I'm sorry I got my little screen over there. I keep getting close to setting up over there. The issue now is I don't want to buy a new system, but the mic I'm reviewing over there, man, is not the best mic. So I'm working on it. All right, let's see. Where's Steve at? D1's comment go? All right, there you go. D1, let me bring this down here. D1 says, "What's up, chat?" And gave me that. I'm here, but I'm online A+ class. All right, I got you. Keep that listening on. I appreciate you. Hey, Geeky How? Welcome. CMG said, "What's going on?" Gave me that in the chat. My brother from another mother said, "Where is the option for reveal in March and release in June. Listen, you know what, Steve, man, I didn't put that down there because I don't think listen, now when I say reveal, I mean like wherever that first, you know what, just like they did the Switch, I think they're gonna do the same model. They're gonna show you a Switch, and then 6 months later, it's gonna be launching. Now, I'm not saying that hey, they might have a direct in between there to kind of like give you the launch date and stuff. I think they're gonna still do that. That's the reason why I didn't put that as an option. Because I think if it's going to reveal, if they're going to wait that late to reveal in March, then it's not going to be. It's going to be later. That is my opinion. I think that's if they give us a video in March, it's going to be 6 months after that. Let's see. All right. That was good. Good question. Matter of fact, get a chance. Listen, if you come to the chat, get your vote on the poll tonight. Let me see. Hold on, if I can. No, I don't want to end poll. All right, there. The poll tonight, it says, which is the most likely scenario for the Nintendo Switch 2? We got reveal in 2023, launch in March 2024. Reveal in January 2024, and then launching in June of 2024, or reveal in March 23. I meant to be in 24. Reveal in March, then launch in the fall. I hate that. I hate when I make mistakes. But I figured you guys get what I'm saying to you. But yeah, because March is already passed. Not gonna, okay, you got it. However, currently people saying it's gonna reveal in January and then launch. And I got a feeling, man. This train of information, if they are true, I just believe that they're going to reveal it this fall. I believe it's going to be a fall. We're going to get a video drop like a trinket. And then that bad boy is going to in March, and it's on and rolling. Especially if they have the stock. The poll question was almost this. I almost said, hey, how many Switch units? Matter of fact, just put this in the chat. Put your answer in the chat. I'm gonna get to it eventually. How many Switch units does the Switch need to have at launch to not be bombarded by scalpers? How many would they need to have week one? How many would they need to have week one at launch to get past these scalpers? That's a great question. Let me know in the chat, man. I'm gonna keep going down. I'm doing something wrong. All right, let's see. Steven says a new football season, and one thing stays consistent: the Bears still suck. Oh man, listen, I did not. I wanted to watch the Green Bay and Chicago game, but I forgot. So I'm assuming the Packers got the W. How is the new quarterback, Steve? I need to know your humble opinion. Didn't the Ben N already say they're dropping fall 2024? No, they didn't say that. The rumor mill has it dropping there. But the rumor mill has been going back and forth because the rumor mill of recent says it can release sooner than later. And I think it's smarter to release sooner than later. I don't think you wait till the Switch jump off a cliff. It's financially the second choice in the poll is probably from a Nintendo, probably the better choice. But I don't think they're gonna be able to wait that long. It's gonna be too much stuff getting out there. And we found out this with the original system. Some of that stuff that was getting out there was the truth. Steven says no. Nintendo hasn't announced anything regarding the next system or its release date. It's all been rumors and speculation. Yep. D1 says, been too busy to catch a game. Saw the first half of the Lions Chiefs, and that's it. Steven said the Lions versus Chiefs was good. A lot better than the Cowboys and Giants. Right, man. What's up with the Giants? They got smashed. CMG, man. What's up with your Giants, man? They got smacked. Geeky says, Animal Crossing rumor got me hyped. What is the Animal Crossing rumor, Geeky? Cause I didn't see that one. Oh, listen, I ain't gonna say that. I might have seen it. Well, I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Don't forget to hit that like button, good people. You know, like I said before, get your vote on, man. Right now, got 12 votes on the scene. Get your vote on when you get a chance. All right, let's see. Candy said, hey. CMG said, hey. CMG said, what up, Steve M? Those games were crazy. Giants got blown out by the Cowboys. Yeah, the Giants made the Cowboys look like they the Super Bowl favorites. Captain C said, what's the new Animal Crossing room with Geeky? Yeah, right, Geeky. Let's spill the beans. Captain C said, what up, gaming dad? D1 says, man, I was on the couch watching Tsunami when 9/11 hit. Golly. All the channels just changed like smoking towers. I actually lost a distant cousin who was on the streets at the ground zero when the debris fell. My goodness. My God. I'm sorry to hear that, D1, man. Listen, that was 9/11, man, was that was not nothing like it. Listen, I'm not gonna go down my conspiracy theory rabbit hole because I can, but you know what? I just pray that whoever was involved in that situation, I pray that God's will be done in their life. That's all I'm gonna say. Candy says, let's get to Candy's. Candy said, that Cowboys Giants game was awful. I stopped watching after the first quarter. CFG said that's facts. Cool breezy. Taking it easy. Says evening. Good people. Right back at you, my brother. Right back at you. Listen, man, them Browns, man. Everybody was picking the Bengals to win, man. The Browns came back, man, and had to put their in-stage rivals on down. You know, listen, I'm low-key with all. It's only a couple teams. Like, I'm a straight, you know, Michigan everything guy. You know, I don't root for too much anybody else. However, I root for the Browns. Why? Because I taught at Nick Chubb's high school. I know what he did. Let me tell you how good of let me tell you how good of a guy Nick Chubb is. Nick Chubb comes home frequently. He comes to this area frequently. This little hick town where he's from Cedartown, Georgia. And he comes home and he helps in the development of his high school football plan. He's so beloved, man, because he comes back, man, and he takes the dollars he makes and he helps to reinvest into the community which made him. I was like, I don't understand why more athletes don't do what he do. I salute him. You know what? He gets a salute from me anytime. I support him. That's probably the only other jersey that I would buy. I would buy his jersey because of the fact of the kind of man he is. That kind of football player. I love him as a football player, but man, he just a great guy, great individual. So shout out to Nick Chubb. Shout out to his grandmother, Miss Brenda. I used to work with Miss Brenda, and she did not play. Not at all. All right. I talk football. CFG said, thanks, guy. I'm a Jet fan. Oh, look at you switching up on me. Did the Jets win last night? I didn't see. I meant to check the box scores, but I didn't. So, oh, wow. I forgot about he was in my stream yesterday. His mother is in my prayers. Yeah, man, definitely say a prayer for our brother, man. He need us. Yep. You know what he said in the message he wrote to me? He said it's kind of ironic that he said his channel nemesis. He called Mendes his nemesis. They kind of both going through the same thing. You know, his father is battling cancer now. His mom is battling cancer. So yeah, man, they need our prayers, man, because the only person who's going to change anything is God. So I pray that, you know, Guerrilla Tactics, you know, give itself to Christ and get on that path. I think it can do nothing but benefit him in his life and his mom's. So what about the Vikings losing to the Buccaneers? Man, listen, man, I've always said the Vikings was overrated. Kirk Cousins, even though he a Michigan State prodigy, you know what? But I always thought he wasn't that good. I think he got lucky. He was just lucky. Kenny says, as a lifelong Browns fan, I salute the Lions because I don't care how we win as long as we do win. I know, listen, I know that's right. I know that's right. So I'm praying for Brother Yes, man. Pray for, said, who is playing Faith Farm? I'm hooked. It's not perfect, but I'm enjoying it. Geeky and her farm sims. Cool Breezy is double dipping tonight. Cool Breeze on the Twitch. I got you down, my brother. He said, is a possible Animal Crossing remakes? Oh, they would sell for sure. Captain C said, was a bit on edge having to work yesterday. I'm a flight attendant. Oh man, listen, first man, shout out Captain C, man. I need a discount on some flights, my brother. I'm trying to take my wife to Hawaii, man. Them tickets is like yikes. I tell her, I said, listen, I'll make you Hawaii in the backyard. Oh man. He said, and the security at the airport was super tight yesterday. Okay, well, listen, well, listen, first of all, Captain C, man, first, I'm glad that everything went well. You on the stream tonight. Good looking out. Pray that nothing else transpires or goes wrong while you at work. D1 says, give me that. I told you not to put me on the wheel after my back-to-back losses last week. I'm getting worse than GT versus not GT. You're right. A Styles in the building. What's going on, man? I feel like that Seahawks game will be a good one. I think it is, man. You know what? Listen, I like the Lions coach because the Lions coach, how can I say this? His thought process is my thought process when it comes to this overall. His whole theme is like right on par, man. I'm just the Lions has never had a coach that had that much dog in him, and he got it, man. He got it. Listen, so once again, another reason why I'm supporting the Lions this year, but also shout out to Deion Sanders, man. Shout out to Deion Sanders, man. Listen, that Joker has already won twice as many games as they won last year. Them Jokers 2-0. They 2-0, man. And listen, they get ready going to Oregon. They win that Oregon game. Buddy, they're gonna be in the top. They're gonna be in the top 10, if not top 5. They win that Oregon game. Shout out to Deion, buddy. CLG says Starfield is started to get addictive. Hey, you know what? Listen, man, I read the other day, like, you know what? This was the title of the article for Starfield. It was like, so having sex helps you level up. It's like, man, what? I said, we can't just have a video game. Is this a video game? We gotta have sex in it. Like, I think once Grand Theft Auto crossed that line, everybody was like, well, you know what? We just had sex in the game. What's it crazy? Hey, man, I agree with D1, man. Like the stream, good people. So I know Geeky. I know Geeky's getting. I can't Geeky get a Switch, man. If Geeky don't get a Switch 2 at launch, all right. So listen, I'm starting to get some of the answers back. If y'all have not answered this question, man, please answer it. How many Switch units do the Nintendo needs to have at launch during launch week? Geeky put 1 million. Now Geeky, they had 2 million at launch. Last when the Switch launched, they only had 2 million ready to go. I think they're gonna. It's so many people that are gonna upgrade. They're gonna at least need about, I'm gonna say, 20 million. Launch week for them for scalpers to not have a direct effect on stock and supply. They're gonna need at least 20 million out the gate. They can't have no less than 5 million. They start off with 2 million, but I think 5 million is still too low. I think you're gonna have a lot. You're gonna have a lot of people that's been with this system since day one. People like, especially people who were, just say, for instance, teenagers, and they were teenagers in 2017. They say for like 16 or 17. They're in their 20s. They're in the prime gaming time of their life. In their 20s, they're gonna be tons of college students. They're gonna be taking portions of their refund money and picking up that Switch. There's no way 1 million would do it, Geeky. Nowhere close. You talking about cats will be out here mad. I'm talking about worldwide. This got to be a worldwide number. Yeah, I think 1 million is not enough for the North America. I think that's not even enough for North America. So I think if they're gonna do a worldwide launch, more than they're gonna do, or whatever the reason they sell it in the end, they're probably gonna launch everywhere else. It's got to be 20 million. It's got to be 20 million. 15. I think 10 at the minimum. 10 at the minimum will be okay. Enough people that want to get one can get one, and scalpers won't be too on board. But I think I foresee them selling out that first week. Especially once we get to the stories tonight, when we deal with like how much everything is, if everything is true what they're saying, that's all we ever wanted. I mean, okay, we're gonna get them to get to the comments, but I'm gonna tell you one thing: NBA 2K24 on the Steam Deck runs flawlessly. It runs so good. Oh man. Okay, all right. Let me get off of that. D1 says, make the comment a little bit bigger. Okay, it's too small. All right, let me see if I can. All right. That's a good little size, right? Let me see. Let me bring it down. That's a good little size right there. CMG says about 5 million or more for Switch 2. Yeah, I think 5 million is the minimum, man. Think about worldwide. They're gonna sell. Okay, let's look at Japan, because they've sold 30 million in Japan, and so. But I don't know if Japan's mindset is like America's mindset when it comes to buying new hardware. I think we're more adapted to get it, but if the rumors is true and they run in they're gonna re-release Breath of the Wild 1. The reason why the reason why Nintendo is not giving us DLC, because they are prepping a 4K 60 model Breath of the Wild 1 for re-release on the Switch 2. I'm telling you, that is going to happen. 60 frames. Listen, and the great thing about it, listen, they're gonna wait to do Tears of the Kingdom. They're gonna let Tears of the Kingdom keep selling, and then all of a sudden they're gonna drop that on there, and cats gonna buy it. They're gonna buy it like hotcakes. CMG says, I'm not a Giants fan, Jets fan. So listen, hey man, you Jets is just like our Lions, man. So you know what? I see we got more in common, because the Jets haven't won nothing. But you got Aaron Rodgers. We're going to see. Steven said Animal Crossing was the most popular booth at Nintendo Live. They'll be smart to make a new game or more DLC. Yeah, to me, that's like a no-brainer. What's going on, Dave? Let me get Dave on the board. Dave Dubb is on the board. You're absolutely right. It's like, what? But, to Nintendo's credit, it's like, they got so much going on, man. It's like, how do you... They got so much going on. Like, how many games can you pump out, man? Like, I get it. Don't forget, good people, to get your vote on if you have not. The vote right now is, what is the most likely scenario for Nintendo Switch 2? Reveal in the fall of 2023 and launch in 2024. That's the one I'm hoping for. To me, that sounds so logical. Reveal in January of 2024 and launch in June of 2024. or reveal in March of 2024 and launch in the fall of 2024. I don't want that one, because that to me, that's just too far. You know, even though I have plenty of games to play. Either the Jets are playing right now. Let's see. What's going on? Quake 311 in the building. Say go Bills. Oh man, I'm tripping. Here you go. Quake 311 in the building, man. How is it down there, man? Good old Las Vegas. Sanders is the man. Man, listen, you see that scramble and he threw that touchdown? I said, buddy. Well, you know what? To me, listen. Of course, the verdict is still out. Nebraska wasn't all that good, but hey, either way, that's Nebraska. You can't like discredit them. TCU wasn't going to be that good anyway. So once again, the true test, if they go up here and they beat Oregon at Oregon, then I mean, everybody better change their tone toward the. He said, "Oh, then." Says, "Sorry, CMG, can't disclose." Okay, and the day and the age. Okay, also personal say, yeah, that's right. Yes, that's right. He is right. Oh, then more than $1 million. Okay. Quay says, I'm predicting $10 million for Switch 2 loss. I think that to me, that's like, I think you still run that it's a lot of, think about, man, think about like right now. In my household, everyone has a Switch. Every one of my children are already saving their ducats. Because they believe, they know for sure it's not coming for Christmas. They are trying to figure out ways to save their money so they can buy their own at launch. So that's it. Well, in my household, that's gonna be four. Listen, if you know my son is not in my house, my oldest son, that's still in my family. That's like 5, 6, easy. GameStop is going to be bombarded with people returning back their Switch OLEDs. GameStop better go take a loan because the floodgates is coming that direction. Let's see. AC said, I said AC. A Style says, I'll go with 20 or 30 million for the Switch. To me, that's how you can 20 or 30 million worldwide will be a good allocation. Them bad boys will sell. That first month's data of how many units is sold, it's gonna be crazy. That first month as Switch 2 sales is gonna be crazy, especially if they got stock. CJ said, "Really? I will be getting on the Rogue Alley." Speaking of what COG is talking about, I made a comment earlier about 2K running on my Steam. It runs flawlessly on the Steam Deck. Oh man, absolutely 10 times better than last year. Because last year's wasn't bad, but this year, man, runs so good. So I'm gonna download it on my Rogue Alley and give it a test as well. But I tell you right now, on Steam Deck, buddy, it's got a better. The Steam Deck battery is better than Rogue Alley. That's it's my preferred cup of tea. I wish Madden just worked. Madden don't work. Captain C said, if the Switch won't match or outsell the PS2, do you think the next Nintendo? No, I don't think so. After hearing that Gamescom demo story, you know what, man? I'll probably eat my words, but I'm gonna say no, because that kind of feats. If I believe if there was not COVID, and then I don't think the Switch sells these kind of numbers. I think COVID probably gave the Switch probably about a 20 million unit boost. Easy. Animal Crossing, man, don't sell like that. Animal Crossing was good, and I'm not hating on anybody stretch imagination. It just don't sell those kind of numbers. And COVID helped this catapult the system. You know what? So so in my opinion, no, I don't think this next one, unless they have some form of manufactured host again, where we gotta they want to try to lock us down and put us back in masks, and unless something like that don't happen, um, I don't think so. Great question though, Captain C. Great question, but no, I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, it will sell over 100 million if what they're saying is true, man. I want y'all to really grasp this. Help me out. If Nintendo has a system that's going to produce graphics just on that level, it don't need to be PS5. You know why? Because if it runs 4K 60 frames per second and have a decent battery, it from day one it beats the Rogue Ally. From day one it beats the Steam Deck. Day one it really beats the PS5, because you know what? I could take it anywhere I want to. I can play it anywhere I want to. 8-inch screen. I mean, listen, man, it seems like it's almost too good to be true. But man, I am ready. I'm ready for whatever they want to present, because it sounds quite tasty. We're gonna get to them, man. I'm trying to get through all these comments. Sonic Knuckle Tales in the building. He says, Wind Waker remake. I don't think it'd be a remake, because Wind Waker by itself, because Nintendo's not gonna leave money on the table. If it's a Wind Waker remake, it's gonna be later down the road. But best believe we'll get the HD version before we get a full off remake. And I tell you that if right now, if they come to this direct, we're gonna talk about the direct too. If we come to the direct if the direct launches this week like it's supposed to be rumored or whatever, and if they announce Wind Waker, man, I think will be like a great decision. And I think it's probably even more likelier based upon Nintendo's own admission that there's no Zelda DLC. No Zelda DLC. You got a Christmas holiday. Why not drop Zelda Wind Waker? Excellent Christmas gift. It'll also help fill out it'll fill out the end of the year, the beginning of the next year. I think it's a smart move. With Tears of the Kingdom, man, they can wait. They can wait and drop DLC anytime next year. They have too much on the docket. Too much on the docket. Like, and just imagine the games we still haven't even heard of. Just imagine, listen, next year is going to be a great year in gaming. Great year. All right. Let me keep on going. Hey, Joe, got you on the board, man. Welcome to the stream, buddy. You should be a good brother, man. Go tell Josh to get on. He probably up there on his phone anyway. Captain C said, I think Nintendo might go the 2D/3D Mario route and have a traditional I think the D, it's a traditional D-pad. I'm saying D-pad. Crawler Zelda and an open world Zelda series going forward. Originally, Josie Will had this idea. You know what? A 2D Zelda game would be good for them, because it is, because people, when you hear Zelda, people always gonna think Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, two best Zeldas in the series. I believe, man, like a 2D Zelda, man, this kind of like gives them another avenue to kind of to kind of just make Zelda brand new again. All right, so I look at it like this here. They can launch, because another rumor has it that they're working on a live action Zelda. That's one of the things, man. Everything got to be right. I don't know how you plan that one. That's a tricky one. Drawing Zelda is one thing, but live action, if the character looks stupid, it's a wrap. Everything has to be absolutely perfect. And then what's Zelda gonna say? Zelda's never talked. Now you're gonna have him talking. Well, Mario talked too, though, but that's another story. Oh, I'm doing something wrong. CG says I saw it on the Rogue Alley. Is running great on there as well. 70 frames per second and up. Yeah, don't mind it. I wouldn't run mine to 70 frames per second. 60 frames was good enough for me. It was smooth sailing. But I'm gonna download it and see how I can play around with it. But man, I wish Madden worked right, man. Okay, no, let's see. Quay said, I don't want a Zelda 2 remake. Yikes. Jeez. Yeezy for Sheezy. All right, good people, listen. If I haven't got your name on the board, let me go switch to the wheel real quick. If I haven't got your name on the board, man, just let me know. Take a quick glance real quick. And but besides that, we got 15 people on the board. I'm about to switch about it here and get on these. All right, where is my? I said I want to get right into it. All right. Hold on, this article. Let's hold on. I want to get. Can we be tied? Okay, that was the story. I think this is the one. Okay, all right. So I'm tripping. Why I keep hitting the button? I'm sorry, good people. You're like, dang, give it that. Get it together. Say stories. All right. Boop. All right. So Digital Foundry discuss VGC Eurogamer Switch. So in the break, I'll make a long story short. Your boy Nate the Hate came out. You know what? Came out from his closet and was like, hey. This is what I heard, and so to me, and what made the title of the of today's show so prevalent, because one of the biggest issues that I have with Switch is load times. It's like, the load times is so atrocious. Like, man, it make you not want to play it. But let's see, where is it at? No, that's not it. My bad, good people. Okay. No, this is not the article. But the thing that caught me, this is not the article I was looking for. I hate that. But the biggest thing to me is that they had Zelda running at 4K 60 frames per second with immediate start time. Everything happened immediate. I want to. Where's the article at? I got to find the article. I want to read exactly what he said. I think this is the article. It said, according to the Nintendo leaker, March 2024 was the date being discussed at Gamescom, where it is now been reported by many of Nintendo was shown off its new console behind closed doors to developers. That said, Nate the Hate notes he is unclear that if the release date or the reveal date, whichever the case, is a 2024 release, seems locked in if the information is accurate. Unfortunately, what also is unclear is whether the machine will be backwards compatible with current Switch. Others have reported it will be, but Nate the Hate notes that there is no clarity on this subject at the moment. The report then switches to information which largely already heard through different sources. It noted, now pay attention to this one, it noted that there was one of the demos Nintendo showed off was The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild running at 4K 60 frames per second. This demo also featured instant load times, a huge jump from the loading times of the game on the current Switch, which can be up to 30 seconds. Okay, I'll stop right there. Of course, we know about everybody heard about the Matrix demo and blah, blah, blah. But that would caught me instant loading times. My brother, what's going on with you, man? GT in the building, man. I didn't think you was going to make it. But you know what, man? I'm glad you did. I showed GT some love in the chat. Let me get you on the board. We got a newcomer, CDXX. What's going on, man? He said, listen, hey, said, do you think the Switch 2 will have more third-party support? If I'm gonna say yes, for one, because a lot of studios kind of regretted not getting on the Switch train and think about all the money they've missed on a system that sold 130 million units. So yes, you're gonna have more third party, especially if the rumors is true, which states that, hey, this new system could be as powerful as a PS4. Now, why is that important? Because it really matter of fact, it wouldn't run in handheld if it was as powerful as PS5. So we don't need that. But PS4 in the hand sounds quite tantalizing because now they can use upscaling technology to make those images look kind of close to your Xbox Series X and PS5 rivals. So to answer your question, absolutely. GT is on the board. Let me go back and read some. But CDXX, let me get you on the board, man. Welcome, man. We got a poll going on right now on YouTube, CDXX. And the question is, what is the most likely scenario for Nintendo Switch 2? Reveal in 2023 and launch in 2024, or reveal in January of 2024 and launching later on that summer in June, or reveal in March of 2024 and then releasing in the fall of 2024. Don't forget to get your vote on, and don't forget to hit that like button for your boy. I appreciate it if you do. All right. GT says, all right, yo, just popping in. Will comment where I can, but getting ready for tomorrow. What if Zelda went in a different direction and became a third action adventure game like Hellblade in a style darker? Ooh, that's saying something. That's saying I don't think Nintendo will go dark though. It would be interesting. It would probably be game of the year. A lot more people will probably make that jump to Switch just to play because it is a darker Zelda. But that would be crazy. I like that comment. Currently, it's a tie right now on the poll. Right now, the tie is reveal in January, launch in June. So everybody's pretty much in favor of, hey, this thing is not launched. This thing is not being revealed in 2023. I'm in that camp, man. I think too much information is coming out for them not to just drop a video. Drop a video. That's all. Listen, you know, if they dropped the video and didn't say nothing else, say we'll have more comment in 2024. Buddy, yeah, set the internet on fire. CMG says, what's going on, bro? Oh, you talking to GT? All right. That's why I showed him some love. Captain C says, yeah, if Nintendo supports next-gen graphics, would be cool to see Zelda looking like Rise of the Tomb Raider or something. You know what, man? If y'all remember that demo, that demo of Zelda they had, I think before the Wii U, where Zelda was fighting that giant spider. Well, not Zelda, but Link was fighting that giant spider. I was like, man, and I think we all was looking forward to seeing that style of Zelda, but never got it. That's the Zelda I want. I want that Zelda to be kind of look almost lifelike, and I think it would be absolutely outstanding. To me, that's if they're going away from the Breath of the Wild model, which I think they are, that's the Zelda I want to see. Switch load times are, oh, man, listen. That is the reason why I stopped playing it. I stopped playing Crash Team Racing because of the load times. It was just like, oh man, okay. Matter of fact, this is the reason why I don't even like playing 2K on my Switch. Like I stopped buying it. Like I won't buy it no more on the Switch until they get a new system because of the load times. When I play it on the Steam Deck, man, it's instantaneous. It's like boom, boom, I'm in the game. I said, oh, buddy, listen, this one I don't have to wait. I thought I had to wait for a minute. I was like, oh, I'm ready to go. GT says, thanks, CMG. Life does change for me. It changed for her. Just sucks seeing a parent go through this and knowing there is nothing I can do to help. Well, my brother, listen, the most I can't imagine what you've been through and what you're going through, but have and enjoy your mama as much as you can, my brother. I mean, just love on her as much as you can. Serve her the best way you can, man. I'll tell you that it'll bring joy to your heart. You might not be religious, man, but you know what? I think you're a good dude. I never met you before, never laid eyes on you. Just from the comments you have expressed here, I know sincerely you're a good dude. And the best thing you can do, man, is become a servant. And that's one of the things that my faith teaches me. You know, Jesus was a servant. He was humble all the way to the very end of his life. And that's one thing I think more people need to do is just become a servant. Be willing to serve other people, especially at these times, man, because your mother has served you, wiped your tail, made sure you got off to school, made sure that you did your homework, turned you into the great man you are today. So it's this time for you to return that favor to her. And I know more likely she'll love and appreciate you for it. All right. My brother from another mother. GT. CMG says, if Nintendo's next gen platform has that kind of power, ooh, CMG, don't say it. But he says, I hate to say it, but PS5 and Xbox Series X is in trouble, especially the PS5. You know what? I was thinking about this earlier today, and I think they're both in trouble. I agree. But I think it's more... I think okay. I probably have to agree with you. It probably is more PS5, and this is the reason why. It's because PS5 has some new hardware launching this year that's not going to sell 1 million. It's not. A couple people are going to buy it. They might sell 500,000, but it's not going to be a lot of people. A lot of people are not going to be forking out money for those headphones because until somebody review them and say they're the next thing coming, they won't touch the Apple market. Their PSVR 2 is tanking in sales. They don't even talk about that thing no more. And so now you have Nintendo on the rise. A PS5 Pro is still not going to cause a dent into this juggernaut that's coming. This is a juggernaut that's coming, man. I'm telling you, if they got the stock, man, they're going to sell out no matter if it's 10 million or 20 million. They're going to sell out within the first couple of weeks, and it's going to be crazy. And if it is what it say it is, buddy, lights out, man. Lights out. I'm gonna keep reading a little bit more of this here. It says, to this end, the demo supposedly looked just like its PS. They're talking about the Matrix Unreal. It said it looks just like its PS5. Hold on, wait. So to this end, the demo supposedly look just like it does on the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, but actually with better ray tracing. Coupled this with DLSS being used was DLSS 3.5 or 3.1. DLSS is being used. This is unfortunately where the report ends. Okay, I'm not going to read the rest of it. It's just a bunch of hoopla. However, man, let me go back up to this story here. They kind of like break things down. We know this thing is coming. We know this thing is coming, good people, and we got to get your money right. Listen, if Gaming Dad can give you any advice, man, if you know how you are as a gamer, you know this thing is coming. Don't wait till the last minute, man. Start, you know what? Take your little check, put your little $5, $10 there, just put it off to the side. And then when that thing drop, man, you ain't got no worries, man. You go ahead and pick you up a couple games. Man, listen, it's so many questions in the board. I'm telling you. But I will tell you this here. I guarantee this. No matter if I get one or not, I'm going to New York on launch. I am telling you, listen, we've talked about it last year. I'm telling you this year, we're going to New York. Launch day, your boy, I'm going to be out there for at least 3 days. I'm going to get in line for 3 days. I'm going to get in line. I'm going to be out there. I think my daughter's going to go, and probably my son are here. My sons will go too. But if my sons will go, my wife will go. But see, my wife, I don't want my wife to go. I just say that because my wife is going. I know her. She's gonna complain. She's gonna want to do something else. She's gonna be trying to pull something, and we're not there to that. She's gonna be on her own mission and her own thing, and she's gonna have to get left. I just hate to say it. I'm sorry. I love you, boo, but you know, we gotta leave you, girl. Anything and everything. Montel Jordan. Hey, man, what's going on, Montel Jordan? Said, nah, it'll cannibalize holiday 2023 sales, dropping a Switch 2 trailer. Yeah, so you know what? Listen, hold on, Quay's a question here. So, that's what I say. Financially, it's not a good decision for Nintendo, but Nintendo don't care about their finances. I'm telling you, Nintendo, man, they don't care. The thing about this here, even if they drop a trailer, it's not going to hit. Like, how can I say this here? People that are going to be buying these Switches are parents who's still looking for something for their kids. They're going to buy it. They're going to buy a Switch regardless. The only people it's going to affect is people like you and me who keep up on the news. Like, we keep up on it. I can tell you, man, these high schoolers, man, they don't keep up on the news like we keep up on the news. I'm telling you. I'm tripping. I keep hitting this button. They don't keep up on the news like we do. And so that's going to be the issue. That's the reason why I think Nintendo could very well get away with dropping the trailer. Very well get away with it. Because the people that's going to buy in the beginning are us. Everybody else is going to eventually buy, you know what, they're going to eventually buy. Parents are going to continue to go to Walmart. They're going to see a Switch in the store. They're going to buy it. They're going to pick it up. They don't care. It's us that care. They just see another Switch. But they don't see a Switch 2. I'm telling you, without a shadow of a doubt, I think Nintendo, they're in a position where they don't have to care. Like, finances is not the end all. This is not like the Wii U going to the Switch. You know what? They were in dire straits during that time. They in cruise control right now. They know their system is going to sell, and why not go on a high note? That's why I think they was like, hey, you know what? We might not have these. We might not make these sales. I think they know that. I believe that it's going to drop sooner than later. I believe March 2024, man. I think it's going down. Great comment, Quake. CDXX says, I don't want to Switch 2. If there ain't more than black and white themes. Oh, come on, CDXX. It can't just be about the themes. We don't play the Switch for the themes, even though the themes is nice. I'm not hating on the themes. I think you got a point there. But however, man, I just listen. If themes and that comes, great. I'm all about accessorizing my Switch. But if I can mess around and give me a new system with this kind of power, you give me Breath of the Wild 4K 60, because that's all I need. I just need my games to run with some smooth. I need them to be smooth and crisp. And you know what? They don't need to be the greatest. They don't need to be PC great, but they just need to be able to run smooth and have good battery. And I'm a happy camper. And give me the game. You know, like, give me NCAA EA. Give me NCAA on the Switch. Switch 2. I don't care. Give me that. I need that in my life. But CDX, man, I don't know if I said welcome to the stream, man, but welcome to the stream. Captain C says, GT, best advice I got. You can only do your best, and your best is the best thing you can do. Stay strong, my brother. Hey, I like that. I like that. Listen, who wrote that? Who wrote that rap from last week? If y'all remember last week, man, that rap was, first off, what's that? He said he had that Tupac. First off, forget the videos you made. I wrote it down. It's on my phone somewhere. I have to find it. I know that was a sound. That was off to the side. I'm sorry about that. GT said, thanks all. Now on to fun things. Drop a Switch 2 trailer on January 1st. New Year's. Woo-wee. New Year's Switch. Man, listen. Man, Nintendo need to hire you for marketing because that would be genius. Then reveal the handheld in March. You give people a month to guess what it is. Hype them up. You drop it. Then you listen. Then you did after that. You drop them. You drop a direct. You had the release date, and there it is. Release date and launch titles. Oh man, could you imagine that direct title coming across? Nintendo Switch Direct, Nintendo Switch reveal date, and launch titles. That thing I have 10 million people watching at the same time. Shut down the internet. Ruben, man, thank you, my brother. Ruben with the $10 super chat. He says, hello to everyone, man. Ruben, my brother, let me get you on the board, man. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Really appreciate you. Ruben, you should always ask a question with your super chat, man. I would love to. Better give you something. I wish I had a nice setup where I can play music that that won't get copywritten. I gotta find that kind of music. Captain C said, "Darn liver live stream looped. Been listening for the last 10 minutes before realizing." That's all right, man. It happens to the best of us. Let me get back here. Geeky asked a question: will it launch a light version? No. And listen, it's okay. Let me backpedal. They could. I just don't think so. I don't think they will, because one thing about the light, it kind of like extended the momentum of the Switch. If you have a 2 SKU situation, which I still think will work, I think it would take away from some of the thunder of the second Switch. I would love. I know I've been really on that. I have a right to change, but you know what? I really don't think so. Even though they could, because they did it with the 3DS, but that was like a next. When they did it with the 3DS, it wasn't like they came out a brand new system. It was like, hey, here's 2 different SKUs. They did that with the Wii U, but I don't think they saw a big success. That's why I don't think they'll do it in the beginning. I just believe that we're gonna get a Switch Lite. It's gonna be 2 years down the road. It's gonna be 2026. We'll get some form of Switch Lite, especially if this new one is an 8-inch. Now, what they could do, they could very well launch this bad boy. You have yourself the 8-inch LCD, and they launch a light with the OLED, which would be so dope. Now they can do that, and they would sell so many. Listen for instance. Let's say, okay, Geeky, let's play for a minute. What if that is the plan all along? They said they want to wait so they can have more stock. Initially, that Switch is going to be sold to people like us. But that Switch Lite is sold to a lot of kids. I see a lot. If you go out shopping in Walmart like I do, what do you see? A kid either got a phone or he got a Switch Lite. I see so many kids with Switch Lites. So many. Because it's affordable and it's right in their hands. So a Switch Lite upgrade, which should happen. Because you think about what that Switch Lite came out in 2019. It's been 4 years. A Switch Lite upgrade, they could do both, which would be dope. And the question would be, Geeky, do you buy both? Because your boy is buying both. Captain C said, "Gaming Dad, let me join you this New York Day One Crusade." Listen, my brother Captain C, come with me. I'm there. Listen, I know. I will guarantee you, if I don't fly, it's a 10-hour drive. I've driven from New York all the way to Georgia before. It's a 10-hour ride. I would drive if I have to. So we're gonna fly. I prefer to fly. I prefer my family to fly in and maybe rent a car and drive back, or you know what? Either way, flying is just a tad bit easier. But I would drive, hands down. I would drive and we drove back and we had a great time. So something to think about. But join me, my brother. CMG, do you think Rodgers is done for the season? Golly, is he hurt already? I missed when he went down. Dang, I hope not. CDA, he's like, Nintendo is the most random company ever. That's what, listen, the randomness is what makes them a little tad bit special. But you know what, listen, I'm a big console fan. I have them all. I can tell you I remember when the PS1 came out, and I remember when the Dreamcast came out. I to be honest, man, I kind of wish Sega would just come back on the scene somehow. When that system dropped, it was nothing like it. NFL 2K was nothing like it. My brother Basil YT in the building. What's going on with you? Representing the UK, mates. 24/7. YT. I got you on the board, my brother. CDX says, the Wii U deserves more respect for sure. Absolutely. I still got my Wii U right there. Will not sell it because I got some games on there that I've downloaded that you're not gonna be able to get nowhere else. And matter of fact, my copy of Wind Waker is on that bad boy. It won't go away. The Wii U deserves more respect for sure. Seeing the progression from the Wii to the Wii U all the way now is crazy. Right. Just think about it, man. We had the Wii U, man. We pretty much had the Switch's mama in our hand because that was a dope experience because you know what? I used to work third shift when that bad boy came out, and I can just take my system, plug my system up, over there and be way over here playing it on the handheld. I should play 2K all day, baby. All day. You're right. Put some respect on his name. Bazza says GT won't get a Switch 2. He'll wait for the emulator. Ha about that. Hey, Gaby Dad. I DM'd you on Instagram. Had big idea for that lyrical tree. All right, bet that, Captain C. Yeah. Listen, let's make it. Listen, I'm telling you, man, I'm taking that verse and turning it into a shirt. Oh man, listen, I'm taking that shirt. It's gonna be a shirt, buddy. D1 says, can you get a new Switch Lite before the next? Oh man, that is funny. Oh, can we get a new Switch Lite before the next gen? Okay. If Nintendo was to do that, the question would be, Geeky and everybody else, would you buy it? If Nintendo dropped a Switch Lite before, matter of fact, by Christmas this year, they came out. Matter of fact, this Net Direct came out. Oh, again, that's not gonna happen. You know what? I forgot. That's not gonna happen because they already launching some Animal Crossing Switch Lites to sell. So, no, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Dope idea, but it's not gonna happen. If a new Switch Lite is coming, it's coming at launch with the new Switch. It's gonna be 2 of them bad boys, and it's gonna be dangerous. It's gonna be dangerous. Geeky says, I love the Lite so much. My favorite handheld. The Lite is, you know what? The Lite is just a perfect size. It's like the ultimate. It's almost, when it comes to I think my favorite handheld is still the 3DS. Because that bad boy was like, I could put the 3DS anywhere and pull that bad boy out and have a good time. That Lite is on that level. It's on that level. GT says, hey, put some respect on my name. I own 3 models of the Switch right now. It just none of them gets used. Depending on what the console offers me. If they convince me that I need it in my life, man, come on, listen. The Rogue Ally convinced you needed it in your life. And that thing, man, worst pickup of the year for me. CDXX says, wouldn't a Switch Lite upgrade just be a regular Switch? It would be. It would be, even with the screen. Listen, the only thing you could really upgrade on the Switch Lite would be, you turn it into an OLED. But you can't deny, man, that OLED screen, man, it's a different beast. We can't even deny that. So it's one of those things. It's like, you know what? However, I know me, an OLED Switch Lite, I probably would pick it up. But it's not gonna happen though, because we got Animal Crossing Switches coming out for Christmas. We're gonna talk about that too. Matter of fact, let's switch gears to the Christmas bundles that have already been released. I mean, they come out on October the 6th. So think about this. Usually, these Christmas bundles don't get kind of like no kind of advertisement until Black Friday. But a month and a half early, they're going to release this bad boy on October the 6th. They're going to have 2 Animal Crossing Switches, and they're going to have a new kind of theme box, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, regular Switch model for $300. The mere fact they're selling these things early, they're trying to get them out the way. Early. They want people to start buying them things right now. Animal Crossing is going to mess around and be like 60 million. They're going to sell 60 million, if not 65 million copies of Mario Kart. Crazy, right? He says, will you ever do a gaming night again, Gaming Dad? Yeah, man. That's the plan is to turn either Tuesday nights, because Monday, the original plan was to have it after the stream. I would secretly try to do some gaming after the stream, but this is the problem now, because they started my school day earlier. So before I would get, school started at like 8:30 a.m., but they moved it up to a whole hour. So school starts at 7:30 a.m. So I have to instead of being in school at 8 o'clock, man, I gotta be there at 7. Like, well, not 7, like 7:15. But still, man, I'd be so early, man. I'd be like, I'll be dragging. So I don't know if I could do the late stream to do gaming night, but I think the plan is to start on Tuesdays. And I'll probably do like Tuesday nights after, like, because I got to make sure I have some dates to spend with my wife. Cause I'll be doing so much basketball. I got to make sure I spend some time with my wife. So Thursday night's probably going to be my wife. It's going to bring our date to kind of go out Thursdays and Fridays. But then on Tuesdays, though, I think that's going to be the date, man. So I think I want to do a test run next Tuesday. So listen, hey, before we got to chat tonight, you put your vote on which games to play. Of course, Mario Kart is always a legit easy game to play, but we can also do Mario Party. Listen, this thing about a multiplayer game on the Switch, it's got to be on the Switch that we all can kind of play. And then we'll link up through Discord, and then we have our Discord be live on the stream and be all a good time. So y'all gotta think about what game you want to play. So let's try it next Tuesday. All right. Keep it rolling and scrolling. CMG is about to have a bunch of people crashing on his couch. Right. CMG, man. Listen, man. Tell your mama, man. Let me. Can the brother come through? Save me some loot, because you know how them prices out there in New York is. Now forget that, man. I get my own hotel. Well, I can't be looking. I would though if I was by myself. But I ain't gonna be by my kids. My kids does not let me come to New York by myself. We went to New York one time, and my kids loved it, and they've been asking to go back since. So I think that's what's gonna happen. Captain C, speaking of affordable, where would you put the pricing of the next Nintendo? I know for sure that the people will complain if it's a PS or Xbox prices, yet parents have no problem buying their kids. Yes, in this generation, they don't. However, if I had to give it a price, and I believe it's going to be a 2-tier pricing. I believe you're going to have, because like the Xbox had the Series X and the Series S. I think Nintendo go that same route. It's either going to be a Lite and a Switch, a regular Switch, or it's going to be the regular Switch by itself, and it's going to have, and the hard drives are going to be different like they did the Wii U. Because believe it or not, whatever the higher hard drive space is, I'm going that direction automatically. Because they have like maybe a 256 and then like a 512 because the games are going to be bigger. I'm looking at a $399 and a $450 model, or a $399 and a $500 model. People are going to buy that because people are buying the Steam Decks. People are buying the Rogue Ally. They're buying all these other handhelds, and people are buying them legitly. I believe without a shadow of a doubt, they're gonna have. Think about when this drops. They're gonna have the Switch Lite, the regular Switch, an OLED model. They're gonna have like 5 or 6 SKUs out there. So if Nintendo was smart, I would put everything, the Switch Lites, the regular Switch, I'll put them things on sale. Put them things on sale at the beginning of 2024, and they get yourself ready for the next Switch, and you drop that bad boy at $399. You drop that bad boy at $399. You good to go. Yeah, so I think we're gonna start at $399. I think you have a $399 model, and you might have a $499 model, and I think a lot more people will buy that $499 because it's gonna have a bigger hard drive. $399, 256 gigabytes of memory. That's and listen, and that's the bottom line. Shout out to Stone Cold, because Stone Cold says so. Separate iPads. Say what? I don't know. So COD on the Wii was elite. COD on the Wii was fun, man. I like, you know what? The Wii U had some good games. It was good times on the Wii U. Like, to me, listen, hey, Nintendo, look at me. Bring back Nintendo Land. I don't care anybody. Nintendo Land was dope. I would take a port of Nintendo Land right now. If they came on there on this direct that's supposedly happening this week, if they come out and say, hey, you know what, Nintendo Land, bet that. Get my money. John Samurai. My brother from another mother. What's going on with you? Let me get you on the board. ACDX, we're currently broadcasting here on YouTube and also on Twitch at Gaming Dad 1906. Feel free, man, to come a follower over there, and then you know what, man, just drop us a comment over there, and you could be just like John Samurai, and you can get your name twice on the board. John Samurai. And then we're gonna go John Samurai again. Twitch. All right, you on there twice as nice. We're up to 21 people on the board tonight. 21 people. All right. All right. What else? Oh, you know what? Let me go back to this. Let me go back to this comment. No, that's not the one here. So feel free to keep asking me questions about Nintendo Switch 2. I think it's great. I'm going to go through some other stories. Just one real quick one, man. If you have not got Resident Evil 4 Remake, it is $39.99 today, September 11th. You got about maybe 2 hours and a half before this day is over. Let's see if they have the link. Let's see. If I click on this here, let's see what they give me. Yes, right now, Best Buy. The link just popped up. So if you have not picked it up, right down my screen going crazy. He's over here shaking and baking. But $20 off at Best Buy right now. $39.99. All right, so quick little story. Just in case if you want to pick it up, it's at Best Buy. Speaking of Switch 2, but speaking of Mortal Kombat, said Mortal Kombat 1 copies leak early. Spoiler and final characters are out there. I didn't go searching for it. I have not seen it, but the guy who who leaked this originally, said that the game on the Switch looks terrible. I'm gonna wait till some videos drop. Mortal Kombat 1 drops on all the systems later on this month on the 19th, which is about almost about matter of fact, a week from tomorrow. I think tomorrow the 12th. Yeah, a week from tomorrow it drops. So I don't know, man. I like Mortal Kombat. I really like Mortal Kombat 11 on the Switch. It just, it just had a little Vaseline smear, but it was still pretty fun. CDXA said, all these rumors stop me from getting the OLED. Ooh, man, it all depends. When was you thinking about getting the OLED? If we was boys right now, and you was like, man, dog, I really want to get me a Switch. I'm thinking about getting the OLED. I would say, no, don't get your OLED. Unless you just absolutely like playing on TV. If you just like playing on TV, get you a regular Switch, man. Get it used from GameStop, man, and ride out with that. You'll have a good time with it. You won't be, it won't be a bad thing. And you'll save a lot more money. And when you're done, you go ahead and just turn it in and trade it back in, and then get you a real Switch. But even if you just gotta have the OLED, you're a handheld guy, you gotta have the OLED. Man, buy that thing used. It's some used copies of that bad boy out there. Cause it'll be just fine. To me, that's the road I would go. I definitely wouldn't buy brand new. Not this late in the game, no. Cause we like a lot of us that watch the game, we know it's coming. Captain C said, ever heard of the shoulder touch? I don't know what that is. I don't want to. GT said, yeah, but I'm a PC gamer who has a few hundred games not on Steam. I could theoretically play Switch 2 games on my Alley. If Switch 2 gets like 6 hours of battery life, though, Alley can do that. Yeah, that's true. Alley can. That Alley boy is like, it's like an hour and a half battery, though. That's why I don't like it. It's like, man, it's like, you play a couple. I played one game of Madden, and it was like, oh, buddy, it's time to charge it. It's like, oh. It's terrible. This slander got to stop. I ain't a hype beast. That Legion Go is looking mighty fine, but I won't be picking it up when it launches. I'm looking for that Black Friday or Boxing Day deal. That's right. You got it. You know what? My Rogue Alley was an open box, and I was like, bet, I'll take it. So I feel you on saving as much money as you can. Captain C says, the Switch main banner color was red. What should Nintendo next game banner color be? Hoping it will be Super NES taking it back to the original. Just to go full circle. Okay. I say no to the purple. More likely they're gonna, whatever color is a popular color that draws attention. That Switch red draws plenty of attention. It draws plenty of people's eyes to whatever is on it. Purple wouldn't do it. I think they stick with red. I don't think they go away from it. Matter of fact, their whole scheme now is red. Now I don't think they go away from it. But that would be crazy if they did, though. So just for play, if it wasn't red, what could it be? Because the boxes are going to change. They won't be the same. So you might have a point here. So if not red, what would it be? Do they take it back to GameCube? I think Wii was white. Wii U had some kind of green color. Yeah, Wii U was green. Matter of fact, I still got an unopened box of Bayonetta on the, what's that, Bayonetta 2? I think that's Bayonetta. Yeah, Bayonetta 2 on the Wii U. That's a good question. It won't be dark blue because that's PS5. They could go gold. Gold would be dope. They could go black. Black would be good too. So I don't know, man. That's gonna be interesting. I think black is a good color. John Summer said Nintendo needs to make a VR. No, man, I don't want VR. AR. I don't want VR anymore. I think VR is dying off. AR is where it's at. CMG said, I think Starfield will come to the next Switch as well. Whew. Maybe, you know what I'm telling you about? Maybe that might happen, man. But that's a big game. But that might happen. To me, listen, I'm still on. Even with the Switch 2, give me Halo 1. Give me Halo 1 remastered on the Switch. Make it cross-play with the Xbox, and let's get it, baby. Let's get it. I'll be all about that. Since I see Nintendo's new platform being amazing, literally. You know what? I'm gonna go back. I would tell you guys. Some of you guys might be, investors. Hey man, you should buy, if you want to make you some money, you should buy you some Nintendo stock. It's like a little over $10. I'm telling you, they're doing $2 million. When this next system drop, the price value is going to explode. I'm telling you, get on that train. Bazza says, I want there to be 2 SD card slot on the Switch 2. Why 2? That's a good question. I want an SSD. Give me a fast SSD. You know what? And I want it to somehow, whatever voodoo with magic they're doing on the Steam Deck to make them games run as good as they are off of the micro SD card. Whatever they're doing to make that happen, I want that on the Switch. But yeah, why 2 SD cards? Oh, I mean, I guess that's kind of logical. I guess, if you got a 512 here and a 512 here, you add them together, you get a... Okay, I get it. Super heartbreaking to hear Mortal Kombat is a dud on the Switch. Yeah, man. Listen, I was like, man, what's going on with this? Bills up 13-3. Dang, the Jets about to go down too? And a good day for New York. Best decision, in my opinion, CDK. Yeah, listen, man. Hey, get a used one, man. I'm telling you. Or better yet, man, if you gotta play some Nintendo games, man, the Lite is dope, man. Listen, I would get a Lite and call it a day. And if you can do without playing it on TV, get the Lite, man. Save you some ducats. Get it used too. Well, now hold on to the back. I think I would buy the Lite brand new. Because you don't got Joy-Cons. If you buy a regular Switch, buy it used. Because this way you can buy anything, any kind of controller to control it to enhance your experience. GT says, I ain't turning into your Mortal Kombat 1 Vaseline Edition stream. Bastard. Buy that game on another platform. I need hyper neon colors for the next Switch. Switch. Face green smiling. Oh man. Sonic Knuckle Tails. Aaron Rodgers hurt his ankle on the first play. That guy is done. God. I know Jet fans like, golly, man, what do we do to get this curse? D1 says, just get a used OLED. Yeah, it's all in the prices. I agree. Get whatever you do. Don't buy it new. Get a used one. I don't know how much the used OLED is costing. Let's see. Let's look at that real quick. Let's see. No, I need new tab. We need use Nintendo Switch OLED. Well, look at that. All right, so listen. eBay got it for $230. GameStop got it for $319. That's only about a $30 a $30 savings. So the prices ain't. I mean, oh man, no. Let's see. What about just a used Nintendo Switch? All right, so $250. What? $173? It's crazy. $179 used. Drake. I don't know about buying it from eBay. $250. That's a regular price. I need a used one. Yes, if you get it off eBay, you look at that 160. So that's still a lot, man. Nope. Can't do it. Let's see. Captain C says, Summer Walker music. I might have to invest on Nintendo. It says I might invest on Nintendo. Stock has been losing gains. Shorty been investing for so long. We are waiting for that Nintendo console. Yeah, listen, that's why I think, man, the Nintendo, when they split, because Nintendo was kind of high for a minute. When it split and went down to like $10 a share, I thought, man, this is where it's at. So I've been slowly but surely just adding some on a monthly basis. As I get paid, I just buy a couple here, a couple there. Quay said, I must say, as a Buffalo native, it makes me mighty proud to see Josh Allen on the cover of Madden this year. I might have to pick it up. You know what? Listen, that's how I felt, man, when the year they had Megatron on Madden. And, I feel you. I feel you. But listen, man, if Madden plays really well, like I play it on the Madden as a game plays really well. It just don't play well on the alley. They gotta fix that. D1 is right. Saw a TikTok about just being the body at eBay. Just buying the body at eBay. They sell them like this is for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, you might be right. If you can find just the body and it works, man, I'll go buy me some other Joy-Cons and call it a day. It's the CMG curse. He supported Stadia. It closed. He supported the Knicks. They lost. Brunson was on Team USA. They lost. He's a Jets fan. Aaron Rodgers get her injured. Ooh, man, that's putting a lot on it. D1 says, I got my OLED after turning in my light for a $100 discount, but I had store credit after that too. I'm getting Borderlands 3 on the Switch. Vaseline will grease these wheels. You know what? The first two Borderlands I owned on the Switch, man, they was pretty good. They was decent. And it didn't look that bad at all. It was good. But you know what? They get FSR now, so some games might just look real good. All right, let's go for Mortal Kombat. Now, listen, I thought this story was funny. It says, GameStop boss says, disk drive should be required on game consoles. Woo! Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, man. Oh, man. There's my sound effect for that. Man, listen. Of course he gonna say this. I mean, I agree with him. I do agree with him because I like physical media. But of course he gonna say that because if they make a requirement, then games not gonna stay in business right now, boys. It's not looking good for games. Like, even though, like, they've made some turnaround here. Well, I got a story about that. Let's see if I can. Let's see. Where is it at? Oh, here it is. So GameStop financials. So GameStop's financials numbers are improving, even though they still lost $3 million this quarter. So GameStop still posted an overall net loss of $2.9 million for the quarter. However, the net loss of $2.9 million was a significant improvement against the 108.7 million loss from last year at the end of the quarter. GameStop had 1.195 billion in cash. That's still a lot of money to have in cash. Cash equivalents and securities on hand. So I mean, GameStop ain't dead yet, but man, they still losing money. They doing whatever they're doing, they're slowly but surely cutting off the amount of money they're losing. So, listen, man, I'm a former employee at GameStop, man, and I enjoyed my time there, even though some of their tactics were stupid. But you know what, man, I want them to survive, man. Real quick, let's look at the results of the poll real quick. Currently, in the question of the night, you can vote on YouTube. You have not voted yet. It says, what is the most likely scenario for the Nintendo Switch 2? Selection 1 says reveal in fall of 2023 and launch in March of 2024, just like the original Switch. The second one, and that's that 17%. Our second selection says reveal January 2024 and launch in June of 2024 with 39%. And the last one is reveal in March of 2024 and launch in the fall of 2024 with 44%. So this calls on me, pretty much everyone's in agreement this thing is coming out. This thing is being revealed next year. Quay says, Borderlands 2 on the Switch was my COVID lockdown game. I won't be triple dipping for Borderlands 3 on the Switch. I played it on the Xbox One and again on the PS5. Yeah, I wouldn't triple dip either. GT said, I agree with him. Sony raised the price on their subscription services for no reason. They raised the prices on the consoles. Now they're removing the disc drive to sell it back to you. Yeah. I mean, it's like Sony is really like Sony got some games that I love playing, man, but as a console maker, man, I just don't like them because of stuff like that. They're really doing things that's really anti-consumer and really pro-Sony. And I guess, in a capitalist society, I guess is, they got the right to do that. However, you know what? People go out there and they support your brand and your consoles, and then you constantly, slowly but surely sticking this knife in their back. You make nobody want to like continue to support your endeavors. That's why I'm pro Nintendo. All right. Captain C says, have you heard about the movie about the 2021? Yes, GameStop. Listen, I made so much money off of that. Okay, let me tell you about it. I didn't make like tons of money, but I own about almost 50 shares of GameStop stock. I bought it when it was at $5 a share before it just exploded. And so it ballooned up to like, it got to like $400, but I sold it like almost a little over $303. I think I sold it, but still 303 times 50. So listen. Shout out to GameStop. I'm so they stopped made me a lot of money that day. It did, but yeah, I want to watch that movie because that movie looked crazy. I can only imagine those who had way more shares than me. And the bad part about it, man, like you know what? It was at $5, and if I would have bought, let's say, 100 more shares, if I bought 100 shares of that, and it jumped $200. That's one thing I like about the stock market, man. There are times, man, if you just hold tight, all of a sudden things change, man, and you could just, you could mess around and get really rich real fast. So I think by far it's better to me. It's better to invest into a company than play the lottery. But yeah, I'm going to definitely check that movie out. It says, time to make the GameStop price rise again. Yeah, you're right. Listen. I wonder what it's trading at. I haven't checked that in a long time. So when did Jim Ryan develop his drug addiction because he's been making crackhead moves. Man is doing all this dumb stuff and not realizing any game. The issue is, man, when they hire these cats at the top of the chain, and they make them, they're they finance guys. They're not even really gamers. They just finance keep it. How do I make money? And you know what? When you become like that, man, it's like, man, cats don't want to support you. I'm not paying $80. That's why, like, if I'm already playing for Xbox, Ultimate Game Pass, I'm already paying for that. I am not paying. I'll buy all my online games, my Call of Duties, my Maddens. If I'm gonna pay, it's gonna be next generation. It's gonna be on the Xbox. It's like, man, why would I want to do that? My son for the same way. It's like, you know what? Like, we about to get Madden and be playing Madden long distance because we always paying for Xbox Ultimate. Why not? And you always get EA Play. It's like, just don't murder. Starting to agree with some comments. PlayStation 5 is slowly becoming just my Spider-Man machine. It is. Now, don't get me wrong. Listen, Final Fantasy 16 is a good game on it. I'm on. Listen, whenever Wolverine drops, Wolverine gonna get bought. You know what? If they came out with another Uncharted or God of War, you know what? Last of Us, yeah, I'll probably pick them up. But besides that, if it gotta be third party split, nah. Cause I'm not paying that $80. I already told my son, I told my son if they want to play online because they play Xenoverse. My son plays Xenoverse 2 all the time. I said, if he want to play that online, he want to do that direction, buddy, he going to pay it, not me. He got a job now. He working McDonald's. All right, let's see. Captain C says, is the next Nintendo going to get next gen? What would happen to Game Freak? Game Freak is going to have to adjust. Game Freak will adjust. I think they will adjust. But could you imagine like a real live action, not live action, but how can I say, more mature graphic Pokemon? Oh my goodness. Just imagine if they just changed the art style and everything, made it open world, made it a little bit more realistic. That would be crazy. And I'm not even a Pokemon fan like that, but that would be crazy. Gigi said, I canceled my subscription. I didn't like VR. I didn't buy the new PSP or headphones. I'll likely get Spider-Man, but even that may be bought on sale. Final Fantasy 16 comes out on PC later this year. You know what? This is to add to what you're saying, GT. This is a good question for everybody. What does PlayStation have after Spider-Man? I was asking myself that. I said, even Nintendo in their last years have things is coming. Like, we know things is coming next year. We got an idea. We know Wolverine is coming. But what else do they have? I don't know, man. I don't know what else they have that made me say, you know what? I'm going to support this system. They don't have nothing, but of course, the third parties are coming. The third party machine. That's why Nintendo is such a great system, because they have all these first parties to look forward to. It's like, you just don't have that with Sony. We got an idea. At least Xbox, we know they got some games coming. Just don't know how fast they're coming. I don't know, man. It's very interesting, man. Very, very interesting. But they don't have a whole lot. So if the rumors is true, they're supposed to have a state of play this week. It might be on the same day as this rumored Nintendo Switch Direct. So if they both come, I'm hoping that, I think PlayStation's state of play is going to be very, very important for them to move forward. It's going to be very important to see what do they have. What do they have? So let's switch gears real quick. I know we was talking about GameStop. We know Nintendo has a new Direct coming soon. Hopefully. That's what everybody's saying. But if so, man, what what do we want Nintendo to show? Like, what would be one game that, like, man, you hope shows up in some fashion? I got two. I ain't gonna lie. I got two. I got two games I really hope shows up here. And I really hope that we get a release date for Silksong. I really hope we get one. I ain't gonna lie. Hollow Knight Silksong, I hope get a release date, and I hope it's this year. But I got this, you know what, man, I really don't hope they say, you know what, we're gonna wait for the next system. I really don't hope that decision's not been made. I hope that thing comes out this year. Like November, December. Preferably December. I'll be all about that. And you know what? I hope we get a Metroid Prime 4 demo. Not demo. What? Give me a small smidget trailer. Give me a 20-second. Give me a 15-second trailer. I don't need. We don't need much. Give me a 15-second trailer. That's it. If I got them two games out there, I'm solid. I'm good. Because everything else, we know we getting, shout out to Doc Trey, man. And I want to say this real quick, man. Why is it that these other YouTubers, man, they can't say Doc Trey? They say Dr. Trey. You know who I'm talking about. Dr. Trey 81. No, man, it's Doc Trey 81, man. Put some respect on this name. Why can't they do that, man? I'm saying, it bothers me every time they do it. Not Spawnway. I call Spawnway doing it too. Dr. Trey. Like, man, listen, it's Doc Trey. Y'all been saying Doc Trey before. I feel like Muhammad Ali, man. Say my name. My name ain't Cassius Clay. Muhammad Ali. But, shout out to Doc Trey for revealing that Gotham Knights is coming to the Switch. I'm not excited. Because, it didn't run well on current systems, so I can only imagine what it look like on the Switch. Unless it's coming and they say, hey, it's the release date is next year, 2024, then we know it's for this new system. Said direct this week. It could be. It's one of them things like if it's a direct this week, we're gonna find out today. We're gonna find out tomorrow or Wednesday. Pay attention to Twitter, because that's where they drop it at. It'll be tomorrow or Wednesday. If something comes up, I'll grab it as soon as I can. I'll put it in Discord. And a matter of fact, I'll retweet it fast as I can. I can retweet, and if I catch it beforehand. But I think so, man. I let me tell you right. I don't know. It looks like it from how everybody else is slobbing their knobs over it, but I hope it happens. I think Nintendo still need to kind of like, it'd be nice to have some more ideas about what's going to happen the rest of this year and give some spotlights to some other games that I know got to be coming on the system this year. I want to see, D1 says, I want to see Bloodborne and a boxing game with Fight Night 2 quality on next gen. Man, they need another Fight Night. You is so right, man. Fight Night. I'm sorry, man, for laughing. But, man, if you on YouTube, man, just listen, man, look at GT, man. Oh, man, GT, man, you are just so funny. So everybody know, listen, if you don't know, man, his thumbnail is CMG. He said, sorry, CMG, I had to. Glasses plus the Stadia controller. Fire. Oh, man, so funny. Geek said, you're going to stream it? Am I going to stream the direct? Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. I would tell you if it all kind of depends on the time. If they do it like anytime 2 o'clock, if it's after 2 p.m. on any of the days, I'm gonna stream it. Yeah, I'm hoping To be honest, I'm hoping they announce it on Wednesday for a Thursday direct. That's what I'm hoping for. If they do that, then absolutely, I don't care what time. I don't care if it's during the day. I'm gonna stream that bad boy in the morning. I'm gonna be at school. I'm still gonna stream it. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna tell my students they better be quiet. Like, shut your mouth from streaming. That's gonna be interesting. Yeah, but I definitely would like to. I like streaming it. Damn, that is so funny, man. So, but D1's question, man, yeah, man, absolutely, man. A Bloodborne or even you know what, a game that needs a remake, like not Dead Cells, but not Bloodborne, but Soul something. Soul. What's the name of that dumb game? It came to the Switch. It's Soul something. Don't worry, y'all help me out. It's Souls. Dark Souls. I can't figure out the name of my life. So a remix of Dark Souls will be dope. This is CMG. Yes, right, man. Thank you. I finally figured out Dark Souls. A Dark Souls remake would be dope. Cause Dark Souls was hard, man. I did not finish that on the Switch. It was fun. It was hard. KDB said, I read everything CMG writes in his. Man, CMG, man, listen. His TikToks be so funny. He be going in on them travelers, man. He be going in. Listen, I love it. CLG, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. If you still listen to my brother, man, I love your TikToks, man. It just makes my day. Every time I see him, he be going in like, oh, what did them kids that was on the train on top of the train? CMG went all the way in, man. Okay, that's so fiery. You think about CMG right his voice. Oh man, too funny. All right, another quick story, real quick. YouTube is teasing out playable games. Now, I think, listen, all of us as gamers got to pay attention, man, because you know Netflix and Amazon is behind the scenes figuring out this thing to bring some form of gaming service and that's going to look like Netflix, and where you can just kind of sign in, you pay the subscription, you can play any games you want when you want it. I don't listen. I'm tell you what, I'm not gonna subscribe to that because you don't own it. You don't own those games. Like, listen, that's one of the reasons why, like, I am cool with Steam and I'm cool with Nintendo. Now, PlayStation, Xbox, I mean, yeah. But I'm cool with just having them systems. But I'm not jumping on this brand. Right? Let's read what they say. According to a report from 9 to 5 Google, excuse me, employees were testing the features earlier this year. Now, YouTube has updated its list of test features and experiments with Playable. Select users can play games on the website or app or both desktop and mobile. If you are one of the users with access, you will see a section on YouTube called Playables. These games will show up alongside other content on the feed. They will appear in your YouTube history, where you can also control and save game progression. YouTube has yet to provide any details about the sort of games you'll be able to be available on the service. One of the game employees tested was Stack Bounce, featured Google's Game Stack platform. However, it is unknown if Stack Bounce is a part of the test or other Game Stacks games will be included. It also is unclear how game developers can get their games on YouTube should they want to. So pretty much like Stadia then dumbed down and hit a remix and added YouTube into the mix. So that's going to be interesting. Let me go back. Uh, Captain C said, thought Fight Night was Def Jam fight for New York for a hot second. Nah, man, Fight Night is on EA Sports, man. That's the classics. Fight Night was so good, man. You got to be good. You get it on a box, for real. But they're going to remake them games, too. I hope so. I hope so, Captain C. D1 says, if you ever seen CMG's video intro, you know how he says those letters. I won't laugh because CMG, I tear up some words too. Like he says, Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah, Macho Man Randy. Elizabeth, get over here. Shout out to Macho Man Randy said, man, rest in peace, my brother. Captain C said, it's good for those I wouldn't collect it games, but also I wouldn't want to pay upfront prices for a digital copy neither. What you talking about, Captain C? Remind me real quick. I'm off key. This is I need to show up to CMG stream with him in my avatar. He'll be so confused as to why he is turning into one of his own editing streams. Oh man, CMG man. CMG said, the YouTube testing out playable games. That sounds interesting. It's Google Stadia. It's the rebirth. Oh man. Is it like Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch? Oh, okay, I got you. Oh, Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch was, Mortal Kombat 11 was pretty good. I was pretty impressed with the 60 frames. The graphics was like. He says, D1 says, YouTube doesn't need gaming. Absolutely do not. They can barely keep mid-quality streams going. Agreed. Their servers are going to be overloaded. Agreed. I got Mortal Kombat 11 on the Switch and had it on Stadia. Listen, I bought it twice on the Switch. It was definitely a good experience. I wasn't mad at all. You know that. Seriously says, you can thank Gaming Dad for that, CMG. Ha! That's right. When you first started coming through the stream, I was like, Cherry Man Gaming. I said, nah, man, your name is CMG. It's come off the tongue about it. CMG Gaming. What? Captain C says the Netflix and YouTube subscriptions. Yeah, you know what? Because Netflix is slowly but surely, doing games as well. They dipping their toes in it. So I think we all got to kind of watch out for them jokers because it's heading that direction. What the hell you got a picture on Gorilla Tactics? He said, what are you on? Y'all funny, man. Y'all so funny. Mortal Kombat 11 looks amazing. I still don't want to play it though. Horrible mechanics. Yeah, it's Mortal Kombat is different, man. It's not like Mortal Kombat 2 is my favorite. I ain't gonna lie. I love Mortal Kombat 2. But it's a different fighter. I appreciate it for what it was. Like, I love Tekken because Tekken it's such a technical game. It's a really technical fighter. You got to be really, really, you really got to practice your fighter with Tekken. Soul Calibur, man, was just absolute fun. You can button push or you can be really technical in Soul Calibur. And it's not like smacking somebody in the face or in the head with some nunchucks. It's not like it, man. Now, Street Fighter is the beast. You know what? I think it's the standard. Love Street Fighter, especially Street Fighter 2 when that bad boy came to Nintendo Switch. Super Nintendo. My brother skipped school to go pick it up. I skipped school for a lot of stuff. I skipped school. I skipped school to pick up Snoop Dogg Doggy Style album. I caught the bus to pick that album up. I tell you, I was dedicated. Super Nintendo that came out. I skipped school, picked that bad boy up. That was a must. So CFG's back at it with another exciting comment on my Rogue Alley. See, he knows that intro. Oh man, y'all man, y'all too funny, man. Oh man, EA USC Fighter 5 is out in October. First franchise to use Frostbite. I would hit the play button, man. Every time I hit the play button, then, you know, they try to they bring my video down. They be like, you know, we can't do this here. I can play it, but I don't think I can have the volume. Let's see if I can cut the volume out. Maybe I can get away with it. Let's see. Do-do-do-do-do-do. All right, there we go. All right, I'm gonna cut the volume now. You might want to hear it, but I'm gonna hit the play button. Maybe they show it. All right, who is this ad here? Skip. All right, this is EA. This is on Frostbite. Let's see what we got going on. Dang, her back big. Them USC chicks would probably jack me up. That chick right there, boy. I ain't gonna lie, man. I have to just like be dirty and poke her eye out or something. That's a big chick, man. Dang, look at that, man. That look. I want to listen. Why did this cut scene? Show me some in-game action. Ooh. This yeah, I got to see some in-game action. Right now, this is them but the cut scenes. Oh. Done, son. Oh, he got about that. Oh. Nah, I still wouldn't buy this game though. I still wouldn't buy it. I would so prefer to have a boxing. This right here, seeing, you know what? To me, this is more of a fighting game than a boxing game. I still would prefer the boxing game. D1 says, Gaming Dad. So are they striking your streams for playing other YouTube videos? That's weird too. I think whatever the other YouTube video is, if it has any kind of music in it, it's the music that's getting me, I think. So that's why I was like, well, let me just cut the volume down on it and then take it from there. But USC using Frostbite to see how that works out. Hey man, listen, I loved this cartoon when I was a kid. I mean, I wouldn't even. I think I might have been in college when this might have been out. But Gargoyles, man, was a great cartoon, man. And so, but I never played the game. But I'm not playing this for sure because this is Disney. I'm not even going that direction. It brings a classic 2D side-scrolling to modern consoles in October. Excuse me. To me, this game is not going to sell because it's in competition with too many other games, man. This to me, they could delay this here, polish it up some more, release this in December. It'd probably do way better. But bring it out in October. I can get it. Gargoyles, Halloween. I get it, but you still too close to Super Mario Brothers, buddy. USC has way too many situational controls to play. Almost irritating. Yes. That's the reason why I was like, man, this is too much. You know what? You kind of got to say, well, I gotta pick me about maybe 4 or 5 moves to master, and then use those 4 or 5 moves and call it a day. But right, you be in too many different situations where you got to learn and know too many other things. That's like, I don't got time to get a master's degree in UFC, so I passed. That dude really throw hands all like, yeah, it's usually licensed music that the bot picks up. Yes, that's why I was like, well, I might as well go ahead and just cut it off. Yeah, anything, man, any little piece of music, but they pick it up and then they just like, you can't monetize this video. I'm like, what the hell? All right, so you know what? Listen, this is a great question. Listen, I saw this story, and of course, they're saying that E3 gonna have a little bit of something this in 2024, but they come back, they're gonna reinvent themselves for 2025. So the question would be to me for everybody in the chat, it's like, what would they really need to do to make E3 something special? Because that's the E3 is not going to be what it used to be, but I think they can get to that point. Then they got to do something different. I think, in my opinion, for E3, if E3 you watching, man, this is my opinion to you. Get out of LA. You're gonna have to go somewhere else that's going to be magical, and it's going to give you the same thing. I wouldn't come to Atlanta, but what I would go to is Florida. I would go to Orlando. And if your idea is to make it happen by 2025, which is great, you move it to Orlando. Orlando can handle all the parking, all the travel. And then on top of that, you put yourself in a position where, hey, what happens in 2025 in Orlando? Super Mario World opens up. You could have it right there in Orlando, new location. You get a new class of people. You open it to a different market. You can really make it exciting. I don't think you're gonna make it exciting in LA. You get too much competition. So that is my opinion. If you're gonna do it, you have it in a different part of the country, and then you make it big, and then then you have to you on your own land, you on your own turf. You get you win the support of, say, Universal or any of the other parks down there to kind of make those things happen. I think that to me, that's a win-win. That is a win-win, buddy. Because I want you to come back. GT says, he changed his face back. Says, you're hyped for Mortal Kombat 1, but saying the controls are too hard to learn in UFC. Yeah, listen, to me, it's worse. Mortal Kombat is one thing. I mean, I've been playing Mortal Kombat. It just evolved. But UFC is a different beast all in itself. Yeah, so you're right. I am hyped for Mortal Kombat because I'm a fan of the lore. I've been in the ecosystem. UFC is like, I mean, I prefer to watch it than to play it. But boxing is legit. It's not very complicated. It's not. I don't gotta get a master's degree in learning the controls. I know, hey, block. I can bob. I can weave. I can go upper body, low body. The controls are simple. Then you can really concentrate on strategy. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I don't know. Listen, I'm gonna have to drink some of this here. I just need something to wet my whistle. Wet my whistle. That should be the jam. All right. It says CES does great in Vegas. Just saying. You know what, man? I thought about going to CES this past year just to go do something different because but I just don't know how to get a vendor's pass. Listen, is it open to the public? That's a good question. I don't know. I need to do some research on that. That's something to think about. I like CES though. Hopefully one day E3 comes back. I want them to come back. Cause don't get me wrong. Listen, hey, Jeff Keighley, just like in anything, when you got one guy controlling everything, then you get the same old. But when you got competition, you know what? You got to do something different. So I like competition. I'm not a big old fan of Jeff Keighley. I mean, I like the Gaming Awards to a certain degree. You just need to, no one's there to watch the acts. or the music. Make E3 a digital event and have the physical event itself at a spot to try demos, talk to developers, and have game tournaments, crossplay. Make it a gamer event. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Just like, to be honest, just like Gamescom. That's why Gamescom has been a lot. I mean, been more popular lately because of that, of their structure. You know, it's games first. You know what? If developers want to talk, they talk. You know what? Let me bring this up a little bit. Absolutely. Hey, it's been that long. He says the once annual, once dominant trade event hasn't been held in person since 2019. Man, COVID, man. I was talking to. I went to go to the dentist today. I was talking to another teacher that was at the same dentist office, and we was talking about saying teaching during COVID. I loved it. I loved it, man. Oh man, I loved it. I didn't have to buy no gas, no car. I was in the house. I played games all the time. I kept busy. I wasn't bored not one bit. One bit. But I bet you parents who have overactive kids, I bet they were going through it. I wasn't. I was having a good time. My kids, we was playing games all the time. Quay said you could probably get a pass either as a photographer or an educator when you register. Oh, you're right. The educator standpoint would probably be far better. I don't know, photographer too though. Yeah, you know what, Quay, man, shout out to you, man. What my hand clap at? I'm gonna have to look into that. You know what? My son went to Vegas recently. He loved it. He said, "Hey man, you gotta go. You gotta go there." I've never been to Vegas. It's on my list of things to do. But I think before I go to Vegas, the plan is we never been to Hawaii, so we're going to Hawaii. That's gonna be nice. Me and my boo thing. My boo thing. So at E3, man, it's not looking very good for them. But if they're gonna reinvent themselves, they got to change locations. They got to get up out of there. They can't go. 1 year was in Atlanta. No, you can't go to Atlanta. You got to make your way to Florida, where you give people an opportunity to not only enjoy your event but vacate, have a real good time. And you got Super Nintendo. Listen, man, it's the route they should go, in my opinion. All right, let's get off of here. Hey, you know what? Listen, I don't know why is it so hard, but you would think a game like Roblox, as many kids play Roblox. Like my youngest son plays Roblox to this day still. Why is this game not on the Switch? I've always said like Roblox would be like the game on the Switch, but it's not. I know. I really would like the reasonings. I would like to hey, what's your reason for not putting it on the Switch? But it's getting ready to come to PlayStation very soon. I think this is probably gonna be an announcement at your whatever state of play date whenever they start that thing there. So here. I think my son Joseph don't play Roblox, but my son Joshua does. So come to the PlayStation, it will be. I think if it comes to the PlayStation, he'll be hounding me like, "Hey, Daddy, can you get that PS4 fixed? And then can I have it so I can play Roblox?" But I never was a big fan. But these kids, they love it. Let's see. Quay says the best part about teaching during COVID, my own bathroom. The best thing about teaching during COVID, man, I ain't even lie to you, was like the short sessions. Like I could teach kids, like my kids, everything was set up on a computer, so I would just meet with them all in the morning time. I would meet with them for like an hour every day and had the rest of the day to myself. I loved it. Because everything with the computer base, everything was like on Edgenuity. It was like, okay, this is smooth sailing. You know what? Don't get me wrong. It was cool for me, but educational wise, man, these kids have lost so much during COVID. It's like, man, if you don't have a teacher that's willing to meet that kid where they're at, some of these teachers, man, are still trying to teach like it was a regular day. They're not even trying to help these kids out. It's making you mad. See, Maui just got hit by a storm a while back. Hawaii might be overcrowded now. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you might be right. But you know what? If I go, it's gonna be at a resort, and we're not going until we're not going at this time of year. We probably won't go to it'd be like January, be early in the year. Yeah, so we're trying to go to a time where there's not too warm, but just just right. Something different. Yeah, my wife she's hyped for it though. So that game should be on the Switch for sure. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Roblox. You know what I mean? It's a crazy little ecosystem. Payday 3 hands on a real life bank heist and better gunplay. I've been seeing nothing but good things about Payday 3, but it's it's not coming to the Switch. But the great thing about it is coming to PS5, Xbox Series X, and it's only $40. I think it's coming to PC too. Let me see if it's coming to PC. If it's coming to PC, I might pick it up on PC. It says let's look at here, see what it pops up. All right, let's see what pops up. Yep, $39.99 Series X and PlayStation 5. I wonder, do they have a release date? Also, this month it's on the 21st. Real soon. Real soon. This time my allergies is bothering me. I haven't had allergies in a minute. I had to go drink me some lemon water before I go to bed. All right, let's keep it going. Of course, we talked about this earlier, but Gotham Knight has been rated for the Switch. This is probably a direct announcement. But you know what, man? I'm not. What is anybody ever going to remaster the Die Hard trilogy? So hold on. Let's go back. GT. GT. Man, who is this? Who is this? Your thumbnail. He said it's on Game Pass. What's on Game Pass? Roblox. Is Roblox on Game Pass? Or Gotham Knights? Is anybody going to remaster Die Hard trilogy? I don't know. I doubt it. Even though they should. A lot of they remake it. All these games get remakes. It's a bunch of games that probably should get remakes. Gotham Knight. You know what? It might be okay on the Switch. I don't know. That's one of them things. Like, you know what, buddy? I can see some previews beforehand. I didn't want to dig too deep into this discussion either because, of course, they were going to. Payday 3 is on Game Pass. Sadly, Payday 3 is going to be a skip for me. Oh, let me read. Hold on. I'm gonna read the question. I ain't putting it down. It says, Payday 3 is on Game Pass. Sadly, Payday 3 is going to be a skip for me. I have too many games with Forza Motorsport, Border Gates 3, Spider-Man, Starfield, Spider-Man, Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, you listen, you're right. Who is this kid? Who is this guy on here? That is. Drake was that's an ugly kid, dog. Oh, Drake is a T. Boy, oh boy, stop it. D1 says, well, Gotham Knight any good? Never heard of it. They said it wasn't that good. They said it didn't run that good. And the gameplay was kind of like, Spawnway talked about it this morning. Was like, he said he tried it, he played for like an hour, wasn't really feeling it. Came back later on, played for another couple hours, still wasn't feeling it, and then never went back. That's what starting from the bottom looks like. Yeah, right. He was at the bottom with the fro with no line, no lineup. But this story right here, the new Nintendo controller patent shows possibly Joy-Con. Of course, they're gonna fix the Joy-Con. Of course, listen. When they do the breakdown of this Nintendo Switch, you're gonna see them Joy-Cons or whatever their next controller is gonna be. It's gonna have all that fixed. They're not putting themselves in that position again. Quake 311 says, did we talk Starfield? Is it like Outer Wars, which was made by whoever, Obsidian? That's a win-win for Microsoft. I'm enjoying it so far. 15 minutes wait times on the cloud wasn't that great though. Guerrilla Tactics, I know he picked it up and he wasn't too much. He said it was overrated. I know Cool Breeze also picked it up and he likes it as well. I talked a little bit about it earlier because I guess to level up you can have sex to level up. So I don't need that game nowhere close to my house. My kids be telling me, Dad, I'm trying to play some Starfield. I'm trying to level up. That's not funny, but that was funny. Spawnway Gotham Knight experience is like me and Mortal Kombat 11. Listen, Mortal Kombat 11, it was fun enough to play. I play a lot of games by myself. I like to go online and play Mortal Kombat was like, no, not even doing that to myself. I like to play with real people. If you go online, buddy, you gonna get people that's like students and studies the art of fighting. I ain't that guy. I just like to play with my friends. All right. So of course, this patent, we know this is gonna happen. This to me wasn't a big story, but I figured I'd just jumping in real quick and jump out of it. Embracer Group reporting looking to sell Borderlands developer Gearbox Entertainment. Wow, that's saying big. Does Xbox jump on this? I think them a PlayStation should. You hate when you drink and then you splash like Kool-Aid in your eyeball. I just did that. But it's kind of jacked because they just recently got bought by Embracer. Embracer is trying to dish them off just that quick. That's why they're trying their best to make some money. That's why Borderlands 3 was definitely coming to the Switch because they got to make some money. They don't make no money, they out of here. But I don't know if the Borderlands IP is that strong to be worth a whole lot. They can probably get away with maybe a couple maybe a couple $100 million. GT says lots to do in Starfield, but they lied hard on with the marketing. It's Fallout 4 with a space setting. Needed patches on PC and lots of visual glitches. What other game does Gearbox have? That's a good question. Let's look into that. Video games produced by Gearbox. Okay, so Gearbox, I believe. Hold on, let's look at I don't want this here. So I guess this is Tiny Tina World. Trying to figure out where. Show me the games. I just want to see the games. Gearbox has developed a total of 6 games in the Half-Life series. The expansion pack, they did Half-Life. I didn't know that. They did Half-Life, Brother in Arms, Borderlands series, Duke Nukem series, Aliens, Colonial Marines, Battleborn, Homeworld series. Okay, that's it. That's it from Gearbox. So I mean, they did some stuff. Maybe Valve might buy them, and they can come back and and develop some an independent game for Valve. That would be dope. All right, let's go here. Let's go back here. Let's see how many. Once again, we had 21 people on the board. 21 people on the board. So GC said Duke Nukem is all. Said Gearbox has been a flop as a developer. Tiny Tina takes place right after Borderlands 2. It is a T-rated version of the game inspired by Dungeons and Dragons. I played it with my 2 kids years ago. Oh, okay. I remember that game came out. I passed on it. All right, let's get up out of here. Come back to here. Let's see. All right, so this is a good question because I haven't bought a bundle yet, but Fantastical Bundle Fest kicks off with one of the best game bundles of 2023. So look at the game bundles going on here. So to me, say pick 2 games for $15, 3 for $22, or 4 for $29. I like this 4 for $29 though. I think this is because to me, especially I'm assuming these games are for PC or for Steam, right? So I would pick up Deathloop, Middle Earth, Shadow of War, Definitive Edition. Oh, that's such a good game. If you don't have Elder Scrolls Skyrim Special Edition, I think that would be a nice little pickup if you didn't have it. Everything else, I don't know. Maybe Death's Gambit. But $29, I mean, to me, even for $15, you pick 2 games. I would pick Deathloop, and that's great. That's like $7.50 a piece. Can't beat that. So listen? This is a good question. How does these bundles work? So like, if I buy these and then I take the code and put it into Steam, I don't know how this works. That's the part of it. I was like, man, I don't know how these bundles work, but I want to be a participant. Cause I don't have a Windows machine, so I don't play games on Windows. So all I do is play games on my Steam Deck when I get them. But I like to take advantage of some of these wonderful bundle sales because they're absolutely wonderful. All right, good people. Listen, let's see. We talked about that. Mortal Kombat 1 copy early release. No, we come back for that. I think, good people, we bought almost at that time. Okay, I would say Enchanted Portals conjures Cuphead-like 2D platformer on Switch this September. Let's see what we got over here. Do we got a video? We have a video. Enchanted Portal. Let's see. I can leave the volume down. I can't play the volume. We just sit back and look at the visuals. What? Is this not a clone? I don't know what it is. The graphics is not as good as Cuphead. But you can tell they definitely try to rip off Cuphead. This is a Cuphead ripoff. Right. They just might get sued by them Cuphead cats. Yeah, man. I agree. But the art style and the gameplay is not that great. It says Enchanted Portal will now be releasing a few weeks later alongside the PS4, Xbox One versions of the game. Developer or whatever Studios has revealed on Twitter. So this is a PS5 and Xbox Series X game. But this is nothing compared to the Cuphead. Cuphead looks way, way, way better. So all for technical games. That's like the third party website for Steam games. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's a third party. It's a third party website. Okay, I gotta see how that works. So they're pretty good. They'll give you a key and then you use it on Steam. Oh, okay. All right. So I need to go to that website, pick the 2 games that I want, buy the key. They'll give me the key for both games, right? I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna see. I just don't want to get got. I ain't trying to give up $30. Yeah. So Enchanted Portals. It looked half decent. It don't look like something I would want to play though. Cause once you play, it had to look better than Cuphead. Cause Cuphead is the standard. Summer Games Fest confirmed. Of course, it's confirmed for 2024. ESA looking to 2025 E3 revamp. You know what? So the team that took over E3 to try to get E3 back into contention this past year was ReedPop, but ReedPop and the ESA has separated. Their contract wasn't renewed, so they E3 gonna do it their own way. I think they better do something because if they don't, buddy, we're gonna be talking about Summer Games Fest. It'll be our new cup of tea. I'm gonna end tonight probably on this story right here. It says known leaker Pyro says F-Zero will feature in September 2023 Nintendo Direct. You know what? I would really like this to happen because I really would like a new racer to play. Always been a big fan of F-Zero, but I've really been a fan of like I love Wipeout. Wipeout was my jam. I love Wipeout. So F-Zero kind of fits in that same market. If they do something remake, I just hope the graphics is kind of comparable to that Wipeout. I kind of want to go that direction. So what I'm thinking, we have to wait and see. Summer Games Fest has Jeff. E3 needs to hire Reggie as his host, which would be dope. That's what. Yeah, you listen. I love your thought process, man. They got to do something different, but spontaneous and exciting to get people looking in that direction. They're gonna have to come in and really tear the video game scene and say, hey, you know what? This is what we got to offer. We in sunny Florida right now. What you want to do? You want to go to Super Nintendo Land? You want to? That's gonna be dope. I can't wait to do that. Me and my kid, we're like day one. I'll probably make it out to Super Nintendo Land in Florida. That's 2025. He said Reggie Miller. No, I think he's talking about Reggie Fils-Aimé. Reggie Miller. Oh man. All right, good people. Let's see what Captain C got to say. It says true. As much as I love Mario Kart, I would love to see F-Zero. It's about time. Yeah, you know what? I think it is. I think it's like, what? To me, right now it's a good time. Especially if the plan is in December, there'll be no more fighting passes. And even if they release this here, and it's not a this year game, it's like maybe a beginning of that's a January 2024 game or February. Especially if they got a new system coming out later. It's a great time to do it. GT says my body is ready. Reggie, we ain't looking for reports about people getting choked at E3. Oh man! All right, good people. Listen, man, we talked enough about Nintendo Switch. You know what I'm saying? Well, I guess we'll get in on a couple more comments before we get into this Wheels of Steel. But man, listen, if there is a direct and if it's at a decent time, Eastern Standard Time, I'll stream it. Especially if it's too late on Wednesday, I don't care. Matter of fact, if it comes, I'm gonna stream it. I'll figure it out on my end. But I hope it is. You know what? I would like to see some more games get revealed. It's always an exciting time when directs come out. But excuse me. I I'm really, and I really hope this particular leak is true from Nate the Hate that said that instant load times. Oh, buddy. Instant load time to me is a huge feature. It's one of the features why I picked up a Steam Deck. Just to have that faster SSD was like, oh, and you know what? I really haven't seen the effects of that SSD until yesterday when I played NBA 2K on the Steam Deck, and it runs so good, so good. All right, good people, listen, let's get into this wheel. If you don't see your name on there, this is your last chance before we get started. Thanks to everybody for coming out today, but there can only be one winner. So can we get NBA Jam? I doubt it. It was made by Midway, and well, you know they could. The EA license is the NBA license is not exclusive. To be honest, you know what, man? If I was EA, I would go back. Now this would be dope. EA, listen to this. This is a dope concept because you can get the NBA license, right? You don't need to make NBA like so realistic because you're not gonna compete with 2K. Go back and make us an NBA that's like kind of digital, maybe from like that early PlayStation graphics. Make it early PlayStation 1 graphics and just make the animation smooth, 60 frames per second. Make that NBA Live. And I bet money, and make it a cheap price, make it like maybe like 30 or 40 bucks. You would come back in, people would play that, give it an old retro look, give it some of the same mechanics, same smooth, same kind of like, shot meter. You need all that stuff. Still make it good and competitive, but just change the art style, make it more digital. Like I'm telling you, just like that. And it would sell. People would definitely jump on. Add me. Okay, listen. All right. Listen, I just saw you. I'm about to start too. Not so Guerrilla Tactics. Not so Guerrilla. Gotcha. You on the board? Anybody else? NBA Live. You're right. NBA Live needs to come back. Competition is good, but I would say, man, NBA 2K24, man, this one's really good. Really good. I'm telling you though, oh man, I just love playing NBA Live, man. NBA Live 99. It had what's that guy's name from the Boston Celtics? Antoine Walker. He was on the cover. Man, boy, I go to work. Quentin said, I came across Geeky's 8-Bit Doe 02 video. I might pick it up. Looking for one of my dogs. 8-Bit Doe 02 video? Let's look at that. Before we get started, go to YouTube real quick. Let's see. Shout out to Dan Campbell, buddy. All right, let's see. 8-Bit. Come on, act right. Doe 02. I gotta see it. Oh, you talking about these? Oh, these here. Man, I remember when these things came out. But yes, that's too small, man. I couldn't even imagine trying to crypt that bad boy in there. Said 8-Bit Doe Ultimate is a good one too. Oh yes, listen. Geeky is right. This 8-Bit Doe Ultimate, and it comes with this. This right here, buddy, is my favorite controller. Period. It's my favorite. It's without a doubt my favorite Switch controller. Great D-pad, great buttons, great placement, Dope charger. You know, when you're done, you kind of just put it right there on the charger. Boop. Little light come on. Great. That's right. You right, Geeky. That 8-bit Door Ultimate is great. All right. I'm not going to play any of those videos. I've seen those before. All right, good people. Listen, without any shadow of a doubt, or I could donate the pink controller to Mendez. You know what? I need to check in on Mendez. You know, he's been putting out a couple videos here and there. But I need to check in with him, see how his dad's doing. I hope we have an update for everybody next Monday. All right, good people. Without any shadow of a doubt, let's get into it. Not to do it, but we got 22 people on the Wheels of Steel. And it is officially, as Geeky says, wheel time. All right, good. Who's our first loser of the night? Let's get to it. Nothing but to do it. And it will be Cool Breeze.
You lose.
It is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Cool Breeze is out of here. First one out the board tonight. They keep it rolling down to 21. Just for fun. Who would it be? Let's see. And it will be John Samurai. But you out of here, buddy. You out of here. Let's keep it rolling and flowing. Not even knowing. Next up. Oh, my sister. A geeky chick is out of here. Peace out. All right, who's next? To catch all the flex. And it will be, woo, GT. Guerrilla Tactics is off the board, ladies and gentlemen. All right, who's up next? To catch all the flex. And it will be, woo-wee. Las Vegas, Quake 311 is out of here.
You are out of here.
All right, who's up next? What did the sheep say? What did the sheep say? D1. What did the sheep say? D1 is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. D1, man, you haven't won in a minute, man. Peace out. We're down to 16 people on the wheel. We keep it flowing and scrolling. It looks like it's going to be Candy. Ow.
You are out of here.
Miss Candy P. Hey, thank you for coming through. We really enjoy you here on the stream with us. Keep the wheels rolling. AC. Hey, I'll call him AC, but A Styles in the building. You out of here. Peace out. All right, who's up next to catch all the flex? All of it. Not some, but all of it. It will be my brother from the UK, Bazit YT.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get
Nothing. You lose.
Good day, sir.
All I need now is the Dave Chappelle laugh. Who's up next to catch the flex and be our second loser of the night? We'll make it third. Cool Breezy started it off with the loser.
You lose.
And losing again. God almighty. Representing Ohio and them Cleveland Browns. Shout out to the Cleveland Browns. All right. We'll keep it rolling. We're down to 12. The wheel look mighty swell. And Guerrilla Tactics is our winner tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Give a Guerrilla Tactics, but you know how we do.
Psych.
Better luck next time. Slugheads.
All right, good people. No more Guerrilla Tactics. So Guerrilla Tactic versus Guerrilla Tactic is not a thing tonight. One day is going to happen. It just won't happen today. Who's up next to catch the flex? As we wind down, it will be last week's winner. My son Tyler is out of here.
Better luck next time. Slugheads.
All right. Let's keep it moving and grooving. Next one off the board now, down to our final 10. Newcomer CDXX is out of here.
You are out of here.
But you know what? Your boy Gaming Dad is on the wheel tonight. And since CDXX is a newcomer, if I win tonight, I'm giving it to CDXX. So let's keep it going. So he's still on the board. You got to look out for Gaming Dad. If I win tonight, I will give you the extra win. All right. Who will it be? Who will it be? Who will it be? Sonic Knuckles Tails is out of here.
You are out of here.
We're down to 8. Who's going to be the next date? But don't be late. Could be your fate. CMG, please exit left. CMG, ladies and gentlemen, has been born on the board. He's gone back to New York and rooting for his Giants / Jets / Knicks. We're down to 7 people. Lucky number 7, the number of completion. And we're going to complete this wheel by saying, Captain C, you're out of here.
You lose. Out of here.
You get the trifecta. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. We're down to 6. Who's left in the mix? Who will it be? Can't you see what you do to me? Dave Dub is out of here. We're down to 5. Who is left to be alive? Could it be? Could it be? John Samurai is out of here.
You are out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to the final 4. Your boy Gaming Dad is in the final 4, a.k.a. we're giving it out to our newcomer tonight. Ruben is in the final 4. My son Joe is in the final 4. Steve M. in the Green Bay Packers is in the final 4. Ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be one winner tonight, so let's get the first 2 out of the way and head to our championship round. Who would it be next on the board? Let's see. Uh-oh. It's like it's going to be... my son Joe is out of here. Peace out. We're down to 3. Who could it be? Because your boy got to pee. And it ain't me, Steve M.
You are out of here.
Steve M is out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, down to the final round. Your boy Gaming Dad back in the winner's circle. Ruben T in the winner's circle. We can only be one tonight. Shout out to Nick Cannon. GT says, no SOC. You down with OPP, not SOC. Oh, man. You got that way. I'm going home. Let's see who wins. Let's see. Let's put it down. It's a good thing I'm still on the wheel. You gotta get ready for school. You gotta get ready for school. Hey, Joe, you gotta get ready for school. You gotta get ready for school. Get on the bus. Ha, get it on time. Get good grades. Or your butt is mine. I know you won't. You like that transition, didn't you? I know. All right, good people, listen. Captain C says, back to the God card colors again. Thanks, Quag. I appreciate you. All right, before we get that championship round, let's once again look at the poll before we go out tonight. All right, if you have not voted, get your vote on, man, before it's all said and done. Right now, currently, what is the most likely scenario for the Nintendo Switch 2? Revealed in 2023, launched in March of 2024, has 21%. At 37%. It's revealed in January, launched in June. 42% of tonight's crew was like, hey, it's going to be revealed in March. It's going to launch in the fall for Christmas. And that's how it's going to be. Holla at you. It's going to be real interesting and fun over this next 10 to 12 months. These next 12, matter of fact, this next year is going to be really, really interesting. Really fun. I hope everybody is here to see it. All right, good people. Well, I said, Nick Cannon, man, what you doing, man? Get on these drums. Y'all give a shout out to Nick Cannon. This is your boy, Gaming Dad. Let's see who wins tonight. Will it be Gaming Dad or will it be Ruben? Ladies and gentlemen, here it comes. Here it goes. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. 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 Let the drums keep playing. Let them keep playing. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate you. But you know what it is. Boys, give it up. Ruben, you came close, my brother. But
You are
out of here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy with that dub, Gaming Dad. Kids, give my praise. GD in the building, ladies and gentlemen. I will be giving our winners to our newcomers, so I hope he comes back and look at the chat. I'm gonna give him some instructions. Hey, okay, remember his name. That's bad when you forget the name. I know it's double X something. Damn, where'd it go? Where'd it go? It's a lot of chat to go back through. He must have left the chat quite a while ago. Okay, CDXX. Let me go back right here. I'm putting my head. So CDXX, man, congratulations, man. I made you my winner because I usually don't like to win. I like to pick somebody. I picked you to win, and you came through with the dub. So you win yourself a $10 eShop card. All you have to do, man, 2 things. Or one of 3 things. The first thing you need to do is follow me on Twitter at gaming_dad3 or on TikTok at gamingdad0 or on Instagram at gamingdad3. Follow me, send me a message and say, hey, give me that with my money, and I will send you the code. Just that simple, man. So if you are still here in the chat, man, let me know your handle, where you want me to send the code to. That would be great. If not, man, we take it that direction, and eventually we'll get it. Look at this. See, listen, always some haters, man. GT always saying it's rigged. It ain't my fault, man. You lost twice. Gave me that cheating, so he it's all giveaway. You're right. So no, you're not. No. So I'm giving away to the newcomer. I hope he comes back and checks in. All you gotta do is say that there. You get 2 weeks. So you got 2 weeks to come back and look at the video and say, hey, I won. And then make the arrangements, and your boy get it out there to you. So, all right, good people, listen. First of all, man, listen, thank y'all for a wonderful stream. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. You can be doing anything else on this Monday in your time, but you chose to hang out with me. So I am so appreciative and so thankful for this community. Second, I want to say, I like to always end my show with prayer. I love to give it up to God, man, because he gives me these options. Because you know what, man? It's some people that did not wake up this morning. But today, he chose all of us to wake up this morning. He said, you know what? You get a day. You get another day. He gave us all another day to walk this earth, man, and be able to get it together. To get to, give ourselves to him and praise and be with other people. And so, I just want to take this opportunity to I want to pray for Gorilla Tactics' mom. I want to pray for Mendez's father. I want to pray for Geeky. I want to pray for Quake 311. I want to pray for Gorilla Tactics. You know, Gorilla Tactics, man. I was praying for you earlier, and I took you to Jehovah. I took you to God, and God was like, and what came to me was like, God, I don't know this man's real name, but I call him Gorilla Tactics. I know you know who he is. Please bless his mama. And so I say it again, and right now, everybody just kind of bow your head, wave your head, and say, just hear my voice tonight. Dear Heavenly Father, we praise your holy name, for you are good and you are worthy. You have given us the ultimate gift in your son, Jesus Christ, and we're so thankful. I pray that this evening, Lord, that your healing hands be upon Guerrilla Tactics mother and Mendez's father. I pray, Lord, in the name of Jesus, Lord, that you bless them, Lord, that your healing hands be upon them. I pray, Lord, that you bless the surgeons tomorrow in his mother's surgery. I pray, Lord, that you guide them and bring her home safely, Lord. I pray, Lord, that she is healed right now in the name of Jesus from whatever affliction is causing this cancer, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you purify her body. I pray, Lord, that you educate the family on the right things to do to help starve that cancer and get it out of her body. She has some things ahead of her, Lord, and she's going to need you, Lord. And she's a believer, Lord. She loves you. And I just pray right now, Lord, that you just continue to move her in the right direction, that you continue to heal her body, Lord, and continue to use her, Lord, as a soldier, Lord, for your kingdom. I pray, Lord, that you bless Mendez's father as he is going through the same things right now, Lord. He's having some issues and he's fighting cancer, Lord, and Mendez is trying his best to help father out, Lord. I just pray, Lord, that you bless him with the skills and ability to make that happen, and that you give him peace and strength all at the same time, Lord. Sometimes that's what we need. We need strength and we need peace at the same time, Lord. So I just pray, Lord, that you bless them, Lord, right now, Lord. And I bless everyone else, Lord, who came to the stream tonight. I pray, Lord, in the name of Jesus, that you bless their comings and going, that you bless them spiritually, emotionally, and financially, Lord. I pray, Lord, you bless their finances in abundance, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you bless their hearts to give to other people, Lord, and be a servant here on this earth. We thank you, Lord, for this opportunity to be able to come to you, Lord, in prayer, to be able to broadcast this, Lord, over the internet, Lord. I just pray, Lord, that whoever hears this, Lord, is blessed by it. I thank you and we love you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Good people, man. Thank y'all for my long prayer, man, but it needs to happen. This is your boy, Gaming Dad, man. Have yourself a absolutely awesome and wonderful week. Manifest your lifestyle. Bring it into a position. I have been challenging my students, and I would challenge you guys too, is that your words are powerful. The same God that said, let there be light, lives in you. So manifest your greatness. Speak life over yourself and the people around you. Always tell yourself that you're a champion. Always tell yourself that you're good, that you love, that you bless. Because when you say, I am who I am, because I am made me, you should feel that over your body right now. It should give you all the utmost confidence and positivity. I pray that you guys get value out of this channel more than the video games. I pray that if anything, at the end of the stream, somebody going to be praying for you this evening. And I pray that if you get that, then it's a win-win. This is your boy, Gaming Dad. I thank y'all. I love y'all sincerely. And one day, Lord willing, we all going to meet up and we're going to have a good time together. I won't say food and drinks is on me, but you know, I'll pick the spot and we can all have food and drinks together on your own tab. So this is your boy, Gaming Dad, man. Let me say a couple of these comments. Let's see. Quay says, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Great stream. Hope to see a direct this week. I hope so too, Geeky. That would be dope. Captain C said, is that Moby Dick scene in Futurama all over again? You stupid. CLG. Gee says, amen. That's right. CMG says, peace, guys. Amen. Night to all from Quay 311. And Captain C, shout out to everyone for the best in your lives outside this stream. Amen. Amen. Manifestation, man. Power of the tongue. All right, good people. You know how I like to end this stream in the immortal words of Don Cornelius. Peace, love, and soul, good people. Have a good week. Hope maybe see y'all later in the week. If it's a direct, more like I'm gonna be streaming it. I just hope it ain't early. All right, good people. I'm out. Peace.